Attention, stations on the network. Our broadcast will begin in 2 minutes from my mark. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, mark. That was your 2-minute time check, stations. Attention, stations on the network. Our broadcast will begin in 1 minute from my mark. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, mark. That was your 1-minute time check, stations.
On the Hawkeyes Sports Network from Learfield, this is Hawkeye Women's Basketball, brought to you by U.S. Bank, proud to support Iowa basketball. U.S. Bank, equal housing lender, member FDIC. Iowa Lottery, be a VIP with the Iowa Lottery. Visit ialottery.com for details. Bud Light, it's for the fans. By University of Iowa Healthcare, changing medicine, changing lives. Authentic Brand, unique Hawkeye apparel at authentic-brand.com. And by Hy-Vee, score big savings at HyVeeDeals.com. Now to courtside, here's Rob Brooks and Jamie Lang.
The Iowa Corn Cyhawk Series basketball starts tonight as the Iowa women's basketball team hosts the Iowa State Cyclones. Good evening and welcome inside Carver Hawkeye Arena. Rob Brooks along with Jamie K.V. Lang, and we have got a good one for you tonight. Number 10 Iowa State and number 16 Iowa Hawkeyes, both coming off of impressive victories, especially the Hawkeyes getting victory number 1 in Big Ten Conference play at Wisconsin on Sunday afternoon, 102-71. Iowa State had a terrific November and finished it off against SIU Edwardsville with a 93-43 victory. The Cyclones have not played since the 29th of November. So a little bit of a layoff where the Hawkeyes gained some confidence at Wisconsin on Sunday. But Bill Fennelly has, if not his best team, one of them. 6-1 overall. The only loss was to number 8 North Carolina back on the 27th of November, 73-64, and really took care of Michigan State the game previous to that, 80-49. Tonight's game will also showcase two of the best players in the country. Of course, Caitlin Clark for the Hawkeyes, the Big Ten Player of the Week, and Ashley Jones for Iowa State, averaging just under 20 points a game, but also over 9 rebounds a contest. And she can do it all. Shoot, drive, post up, preseason All-American, preseason Big 12 Player of the Year, just like Caitlin Clark for the Hawkeyes, the preseason Big Ten Player of the Year. But certainly you look at the middle, too, and Monica Sonano coming off of 18 against Wisconsin on 9 of 10 shooting will certainly have her hands full. And one of the top stories in women's college basketball this year, a 6'6" senior transfer in Stephanie Sauares, as she was the NAIA Player of the Year a season ago and transferred to Iowa State and has been a big-time force in the middle for Bill Fenley's team, averaging 16.3 a game and 9 rebounds and also a couple of assists, and she can shoot it from the outside. She has 4 double-doubles this year, including 23 points and 11 rebounds, plus 6 block shots against Big Ten opponent Michigan State. So this all sets up for a classic, as Iowa has won 5 of the last 6 meetings. Iowa State did win in Ames a season ago. This is the 53rd meeting between the two teams. We'll get the pregame comments from head coach Lisa Bluter. Jamie will be along for her keys for the Hawks tonight against the Cyclones. Back with more after the break. This is Hawkeye women's basketball from Learfield.
Okay, close your eyes and imagine.
Well, unless you're driving.
Yes, imagine you bought a scratch ticket from the Iowa Lottery.
Or someone gave you one.
Yes, right. And you scratch, and you've won.
Won big.
Yes, in fact, there are 13 holiday games with big cash prizes. And if you don't win, play it again. You can still win up to $100,000 in the VIP club.
But you have to enter and see rules and complete details at ialottery.com/VIP.
Yes, thank you.
When you're in the eastern Iowa area, be sure to visit and connect with the official local business partners of the Iowa Hawkeyes. The Hotel at Kirkwood Center, Iowa's premier luxury hotel. The Jill Armstrong team with Skogman Realty, the area's premier realtor. And Options Exteriors, your preferred local roofing and exterior company. The Hotel Kirkwood, named the Corridor Business Journal's 2022 Best Banquet and Event Venue. And awarded the AAA 4 Diamond Award for lodging. To make reservations, visit thehotelatkirkwood.com or call 877-751-5111 for more information.
At Oak Knoll, our mission is to provide exceptional retirement living and health services through life care. I'm Steve Rowe, Executive Director. We are a not-for-profit life plan community and have served Iowa City for more than 55 years. Our team helps residents create home by living our values of caring, respect, enthusiasm, awareness, teamwork, and encouragement. If you're looking at retirement options, visit our website at oakknoll.com. We want you to lead life your way. Go Hawks!
At MidAmerican Energy, we want to help keep you safe around power lines and electrical equipment. Always assume a power line is energized, even if it's on the ground. To avoid the risk of an accidental shock or electrocution, avoid touching a power line with anything. And when you see high voltage warnings on transformers and substations, stay away. We care about you and your safety. Get more tips at midamericanenergy.com.
Paid for by the customers of MidAmerican Energy.
Welcome back to Carver Hawkeye Arena, the Cy-Hawk Series, the Iowa Hawkeyes and the Iowa State Cyclones. Time for the Hy-Vee Shoot-Around with Coach Lisa Bluter, brought to you by Hy-Vee, the official grocery partner of the Iowa Hawkeyes. Score big savings at HyVeeDeals.com. Well, Coach, Iowa State comes in at 6-1, only lost to a very good North Carolina team. And as we talked Monday at the call-in show, this may be the best team that you've faced this year so far, and maybe, who knows, maybe the rest of the year.
Yeah, I really think that. I mean, we're going to have Ohio State and Indiana in the Big Ten. They're really, really good teams. But thus far, I think this might be the best all-around team that we've faced. Just because of the height that they have, the experience that they have. We have 2 Wade watch lists. They probably do as well. So, this is a tremendous team, probably the best Iowa State team that I've seen in the last decade for sure.
In the middle, that's made a difference, hasn't it?
Yeah, she really has. I mean, she changed them from being a very good team to a great team, and that's the addition of their center. Stephanie Soares plays for the Brazilian national team, 6'6". senior, transferred in from the NAIA school, the Masters College, and she was the NAIA National Player of the Year, and just is so good because she can shoot threes like a guard. She can offensive rebound very well at 6'6", and then she can post you up and create mismatches. So she's a difference maker for them.
Of course, everybody talks about Ashley Jones, and rightfully so, but they've got other players that can really step up and score, too.
Yeah, Ashley Jones, though, the reigning Cheryl Miller Small Forward Player of the Year, and considered one of the best players in the country, shooting the three ball much better than she used to. And she's really worked hard at it. Now she's taken 8 threes a game, and that kind of used to be a little bit of a weakness with her game, but not anymore. She's tremendous. But you can't really help off of a whole lot of people here, whether you're guarding. I mean, almost 5 people in double figures.
With the post play, has Coach Finley changed much offensively from past years?
You know, in my opinion, I don't think Ashley Jones is backing down as much as she used to or posting up as much as she used to. She'll still do it, but with Stephanie Soares in there, she's really playing more in the perimeter.
Back with more from Coach Bluter after the break. This is Hawkeye women's basketball from their field.
Okay, close your eyes and imagine.
Well, unless you're driving.
Yes, imagine you bought a scratch ticket from the Iowa lottery.
Or someone gave you one.
Yes, right. And you scratch, and you've won.
One big.
Yes, in fact, there are 13 holiday games with big cash prizes. And if you don't win, play it again. You can still win up to $100,000 in the VIP club.
But you have to enter and see rules and complete details at ialottery.com/VIP.
Yes, thank you.
When you open a crisp, cold Bud Light, you know game day is here.
You owe me $5.
We mean every sound. Enjoy responsibly. 2022 Anheuser-Busch Bud Light Beer, St. Louis, Missouri.
Introducing new Bud Light Seltzer Hard Soda Variety Pack. You hear that? It's seltzer with the pop of soda, all with zero sugar. Bud Light Seltzer Hard Soda, the loudest flavors ever. Enjoy responsibly. Anheuser-Busch Bud Light Seltzer Hard Soda, IRC Beers, St. Louis, Missouri.
You probably know that a natural gas leak smells like rotten eggs. But what does a gas leak look or sound like? If you hear a whooshing or hissing sound, see dirt, dust, or water spraying from an area, or you get dizzy or queasy, leave the area immediately, then call 1-800-595-5325 once you're safely away. See MidAmericanEnergy.com for more safety tips.
Paid for by the customers of MidAmerican Energy.
Get a Hy-Vee Plus Premium membership for just $99 a year and get fuel savings every time you shop in-store and online. Plus, exclusive deals and offers every month. Plus, free standard delivery and free express pickup. With Hy-Vee Plus, our plus equals more. For a limited time, get $50 off an annual Hy-Vee Plus membership with code SAVEBIG. That's right, get $50 off a Hy-Vee Plus membership with code SAVEBIG.
Well, Coach, last time out, great to see the ball go in, especially from three-point range, and I'm sure you're going to need that again tonight.
Yeah, that's an important part of the game, obviously. I mean, shooting threes has become such an important part of our basketball game. And, you know, when you've got a 6'6" center sitting back there, you know, it's hard to get to the rim. It's really hard to get to the rim because she's there to block your shots, because I do think they're very vulnerable to the drive. But when she's back there, it's a little bit tougher. So, yeah, we definitely want to make sure that, you know, like always, it's a lot easier basketball game to coach if your threes are falling.
Defensively, how do you attack this team? Do you have to maybe potentially be ready to change defenses on the fly?
You know, we're going to mix up our defenses a little bit. We're going to start out in a player-to-player. But the thing is, they do such a great job of isolating certain people that they want to draw fouls on or that they feel is a weakness. He does a great job with that. So, you know, we're probably going to go to a little bit of a zone. I know they're a great three-point shooting team, but going to a zone allows us to not take care of mismatches or foul situations or a lot of their screening actions. So that will be something we also go with tonight.
Going to be a great atmosphere, Coach. Let's go Hawks.
Let's do it.
Head coach Lisa Bluter on the pregame show. Back with more from Carver Hawkeye Arena after the break. This is Hawkeye women's basketball from their field.
At MidAmerican Energy, we want to help keep you safe around power lines and electrical equipment. Always assume a power line is energized, even if it's on the ground. To avoid the risk of an accidental shock or electrocution, avoid touching a power line with anything. And when you see high voltage warnings on transformers and substations, stay away. We care about you and your safety. Get more tips at midamericanenergy.com.
Paid for by the customers of Mid-American Energy.
At Cenex, we're locally owned and operated, so your community is our community. That's why your Cenex goes far beyond the store. We fuel community connections by supporting local festivals, restoring town monuments, and renovating baseball fields. Now in its 4th year, we'll have contributed more than $400,000 to Cenex communities through our Hometown Pride initiative, because community connections make the places we live so special. Cenex, powered locally.
Okay, close your eyes and imagine.
Well, unless you're driving.
Yes, imagine you bought a scratch ticket from the Iowa lottery.
Or someone gave you one.
Yes, right. And you scratch, and you've won.
Won big.
Yes, in fact, there are 13 holiday games with big cash prizes. And if you don't win, play it again. You can still win up to $100,000 in the VIP club.
But you have to enter and see rules and complete details at ialottery.com/VIP.
Yes, thank you.
The holidays are for making memories, and Honda can help you make them. Whether it's hauling presents in a capable Ridgeline, going sledding in an adventurous Pilot, or traveling in a rugged Passport or CR-V. Make memories during Happy Honda Days. Buy online, reserve from select dealers, or visit your local Honda dealer.
New Hondas are arriving daily at your Central Midwest Honda dealer. Honda gets the Midwest.
See dealer for financing details.
Iowa starters being introduced. Iowa State under Bill Fenley at 6-1. And before we get Jamie's keys to a Hawkeye victory, let's pause 10 seconds for station identification. You're listening to Iowa Hawkeye women's basketball from Learfield. Well, Jamie, big game, in-state rivalry, and two teams that are in the top 20 and know each other well, and bragging rights on the line tonight.
Yeah, that's putting it lightly, right? So many things. This would be a huge win for either team. Both teams know that, right? Because you're playing a top 20 team here. A win helps you a lot more than a loss is going to help you. So that alone, but then you have all those emotions tied into it. So it just takes it up a level. You have the bragging rights for the state of Iowa. You have the bragging rights amongst each other because a lot of the players know each other. And so here are these keys here, Rob. A big one is going to be defensive pressure. Setting that tone right away, getting aggressive, getting out on the players, getting out on Jones, recognizing where she is during the offense. She's going to score some points, but you just want to limit what opportunity she has. The second one, I say it every time, but I really think that we've seen from the losses that Iowa's had that getting the ball inside is imperative. They have to get the ball inside in order to have the offense function in the right way. And then the last one is, I really think they need to control the tempo. There's going to be a lot of energy today. So yes, pushing the ball sometimes for sure, but recognizing when it makes sense to set the offense up. And I think that'll make just higher percentage shots for the Hawkeyes.
Kate Martin, McKenna Warnock, Monica Sonano, Caitlin Clark, and Gabby Marshall, the 5 for the Hawkeyes. Fritz, Soares, Ryan Donarski, Jones, the starters for the Cyclones in the Cardinal traveling uniforms, the gold Iowa State across the front. The Hawks in the white home uniforms, the block Iowa across the front. It'll be Sonano and Soares at 6'6" in the middle. Ashley Jones leading the way.
6'6", by the way. A lean 6'6",
yep.
Yeah, long and lean is what I would describe her as. Definitely has some long arms.
And a great crowd on hand. Ball is in the air. Iowa State wins the tap and will have the first possession right to left in front of us. Dinarski on the right wing. Kate Martin waits for her defensively. Soares comes out high, doesn't play inside all the time. Up and under move by Jones in the paint, no good. Hawks with a rebound. Clark pushes across the timeline. Martin across to Sinano, who hits one from the elbow 15 feet away. And the Hawks strike first, 2-0.
Yeah, you gotta love that option. Love the drive and pitch.
Nice penetration along the baseline by Kate Martin. Here's Emily Ryan. Runs the show for Iowa State, averaging over 7 assists a game. She's on the right wing. Pitches it off to Fritz. Now Soares, now back in the corner to Fritz. Her three-pointer rims out. And Sinano grabs the rebound. Clark across the timeline. Hawks second possession. Drops it inside. Monica Sinano. A left-handed layup. The bounce pass from the right side to the left side by Caitlin Clark.
Sinano faked the screen, but it obviously was a read by the two of them, and then Clark saw the nice pass there.
Jones gets it off to Ryan on the left side, and a whistle away from the ball. And Warnock will be called for a hold, and she's got a tough assignment tonight. She starts on Ashley Jones.
And Jones is trying to post her up, so actually that's not horrible for Warnock, who knows how to play post D.
Ball possession for Iowa State. Soares, top of the key. Marshall comes over to help and leaves Dinarski, who misfires from three-point range. But the rebound to Iowa State. Jones fires a three-pointer. It's wild. And the ball dug up by Kate Martin. Across the timeline, here is Clark. Drives down the right side all the way to the rim and has it blocked away by the 6'6" Soares, who had 6 blocks against Michigan State. Hawks on top, 4-0. Iowa State with the basketball. Jones, left block, spins, goes up, no good. Martin might have got a piece of it, tips it to Sinano. Hawks doing a great job defensively here in the early going. Clark on the right wing. Dinarski comes out on her. Now left side, Warnock. Clark just right at the top of the key, behind the arc. Drives the paint, pulls from 14, a little bit strong, and the rebound to Lexi Dinarski, the 6-foot junior. She crosses the timeline for the Cyclones on the right wing. Goes cross court to Ryan. Iowa State, a very good three-point shooting team, and if they're open, they'll shoot them. Ryan now will pull it back, run a play, 12 to shoot. Hawks on top, 4-0. Bounce pass to Jones. Free throw line extended right. Cross court to Fritz for 3. Rimming no. Nice box out by the Hawkeyes. Sinano digs it up. Ahead to Kate Martin in the front court. Kate slows things down. Now to McKenna Warnock. Uses a Caitlin Clark screen and then now gets it back to Caitlin. Whips it inside to Sinano. Goes up and under left hand over the 6'6" Soares. What a move by Monica Sinano.
Baby hook every time. That's how you defeat the height. You got to make sure that you have a little bit of space.
And the footwork exceptional. Sinano with all 6 for Iowa's lead at 6-0, and now a 16-foot jumper by Soares is no good, a little bit strong. Clark comes away with the ball across the timeline. She'll pull from the logo, rimming no. Rebound, Soares for Iowa State. Across the timeline, Ryan. Now Soares will fire a three-pointer and swish that one from the top of the key.
Soares has range. You don't normally see a lot of 6'6" players shooting threes, but she could shoot the three.
Coming off of 11 and 10 against SIU Edwardsville. 6-3 Hawkeyes. 6:20 left to go in the first quarter. Here's Marshall at the top of the key. Addie O'Grady in, next dead ball. Now Warnock. And a foul will be called on Iowa State. That'll be Soares, her first, team's first. Sinano a quick breather. Gabby Marshall as well, as O'Grady and Molly Davis enter for the Hawkeyes, as does Morgan Kane, 6'3" senior backup center. Ball possession for the Hawks. Clark in the corner for 3. No good off the back of the iron. Weak side rebound to Emily Ryan. Iowa on top, 6-3. Ryan tries to penetrate the middle against the smaller Davis. Goes up and under. Bank shot no good. And the rebound right in front of the rim to Addie O'Grady. Kate Martin crosses the timeline. Jones waits for her. Martin drives baseline and then brings the ball out to the top of the key. Whips it to Molly Davis. who had a season-high 13 against Wisconsin. Speaking of Wisconsin, McKenna Warnock has the ball. Now to Clark. Inside O'Grady. Spins. Goes up with the left hand. The shot no good. Goes after the rebound. Out of bounds. Touched last by O'Grady. Terrific move. Just bounced out.
I like that they're looking inside. I think that is really, really important. And they've obviously worked on the height. So O'Grady was ready to do a crossover move right there. She has to remember, she's pretty tall herself. She's 6'5". So even when she is going to be up against a 6'6", there's not a huge difference there.
6-3 Hawkeyes. Iowa State with the ball. First quarter action. Here's Jones. She'll fire a three-pointer off the right side of the rim. Rebound to Warnock. Here's Clark down the right side of the lane. Goes up strong. Whistle. And a foul will be called against Iowa State's Lexi Donarski.
Again, the smart reads by Clark. I like that decision right there to go on. She saw that the lane was open, one-on-one, and then draw the foul.
So Espen Miller-McGraw into the game for Iowa State. Nymir Dew, a 6'2 junior, backs up the 3 and the 4. Clark free throw good. Her first point. Iowa leads 7-3 with 5:09 left to go first quarter. Hannah Stalkey next dead ball. Second, in and out. A little bit strong by Clark. She gets 1 out of 2. Iowa State the rebound. Here's Ryan. Free throw line extended left. Molly Davis gets out on her. Kane now working the paint. Has it blocked away and out of bounds by O'Grady. Boy, did she hold her ground nicely.
She did. Defensively, O'Grady looks a lot different right now, how aggressive she's being, and that was a really great play right there for the Hawkeyes.
Timeout on the court, and this is the Iowa Corn Cyhawk Series, and when corn grows Iowa, Iowans win. Take a closer look, and you'll discover the many connections you have to corn, and those connections translate into wins for farmers and wins for all of Iowans. Share your winning moments using hashtag #IowansWin. 4:56 left to go in the first quarter. Iowa 7, Iowa State 3. This is Hawkeye women's basketball from Learfield.
When you're in the eastern Iowa area, be sure to visit and connect with the official local business partners of the Iowa Hawkeyes. The Hotel at Kirkwood Center, Iowa's premier luxury hotel, the Jill Armstrong team, Wisconsin Realty, the area's premier realtor, and Options Exteriors, your preferred local roofing and exterior company. Jill Armstrong and her team strive to make every buyer and seller at ease with the real estate process. Contact the Jill Armstrong team, Wisconsin Realty, for all of your real estate needs. Call 319-631-5455.
When you open a crisp, cold Bud Light, you know game day is here.
You owe me $5.
We mean every sound. Enjoy responsibly. 2022 Anheuser-Busch Bud Light Beer, St. Louis, Missouri.
Introducing new Bud Light Seltzer Hard Soda Variety Pack. You hear that? It's seltzer with the pop of soda, all with zero sugar. Bud Light Seltzer Hard Soda, the loudest flavors ever. Enjoy responsibly. Anheuser-Busch Bud Light Seltzer Hard Soda, IRC Beers, St. Louis, Missouri.
We all love a good win. Catching up with friends, saving money at the pump, soaking up the perfect Iowa day, sitting down to a really, really good meal. These are the everyday delights that make us smile. These are the moments that connect us all as Iowans. And these are the wins that, more often than not, start with Iowa's farm families and the crop they're growing. Because when corn grows Iowa, Iowans win. Learn more about how to share your own wins at iowacorn.org/IowansWin.
Hawkeyes 7, Iowa State 3 in the early going. Just under 5 left to go in the first. Hawks have led the entire way with 6 points in the paint. Monica Sonato off to a great start.
Yes, she definitely is. They're making an extra effort to get it into her, and she's a perfect 3 for 3. She loves a challenge. She wants to prove that she's a great post, so she knows that this is an opportunity to show, hey, yeah, I'm not 6'6", but I am good inside the post. It doesn't matter who I'm going up against. And so great start for her. Clark not starting her best. She's 0 for 4 right now. But you know she wants it. And so hers is a matter of figuring out how to get there the quickest. And so she's trying to do some drives now, and I think that's a good way to get there.
And Ashley Jones, leading scorer for Iowa State, 0 for 4. Tonight's game brought to you by Bud Light. Bud Light proudly welcomes back Hawkeye fans to Carver Hawkeye Arena this year. Bud Light is for the fans. Iowa State basketball. Working around the perimeter, and Dew can't connect from three-point range deep in the right corner. Clark, the weak side rebound. Gets to the top of the key. Now Martin feeds right wing. Hannah Stalkey drives, kicks it left side. Davis fakes a three, drives to the perimeter, and the floater goes in over the front of the rim. Nice, hard move to the basket by Molly Davis.
Very bold move, and she finished it well.
9-3. Hawkeyes on top. First quarter action. Suarez, and she's doubled and tied up by Stalkey and Sonato. Possession arrow favors the Hawkeyes.
I like Iowa throwing a few doubles here and there. This is actually something that they've been doing a little bit more, as we've seen in games recently, and just popping in on the post, helping out there. And it's a bit sporadic, or it seems sporadic, at least to me. And so it's hard for a player to know when it's coming.
Hawkeye basketball leading 9-3. Sonato out at the top of the key. Now Clark on the left wing. And some miscommunication with Monica Sonato, and the ball is right into the hands of Suarez. Iowa State trying to get an open three, and then Donarski drives the baseline up and under move is no good. Iowa with the rebound. Ahead to Warnock. Short jumper off the glass. Left wing good.
She made the shot look easy, and she hit the shot, but that's not an easy shot when you're moving and going forward. You have forward motion, and she was able to come to a jump stop and put that off the glass.
Didn't jump to the side, went forward. Nice soft touch by McKenna Warnock. Her first basket, 11-3 Iowa. Donarski, top of the key, hesitates, drives the right side. Now gets it back to Jones. She's at the elbow, and it's stolen away by Clark as she tried to get it in the corner. Here's Caitlin, and she circles, gets it to Warnock for three, ribbing no, and Jones with the rebound on the right block. Brings it herself across the timeline, down the right side. Backs her way in, up and under move, off the glass, no good. Kate Martin held her ground nicely, gets the rebound. Molly Davis across the timeline, 11-3 Iowa with the lead and the basketball. Sonato comes out to Clark. Hesitates, drops it off for Sonato, goes up strong, blocked once. Shot is up again, blocked a second time by Suarez. Here's Jones across the timeline. Martin comes out on her, outside of the three-point arc. Donarski left wing. Here's Ryan, top of the key. Molly Davis on her. Uses a screen to get down the right side of the lane. Goes up strong. Count the basket. Molly Davis with the bump.
These refs aren't calling a ton of fouls right now on either team, so Iowa can do a good job of being pressured defense, keep being aggressive. They're doing a fabulous job on Jones, who Jones will take a seat. So Iowa really needs to be aggressive on that defensive end. They're doing such a great job of limiting the shot opportunities that Iowa State wants to take right now.
Molly Davis, her first, team second free throw good by Emily Ryan, averaging 12.4. And it's 11-6. Hawkeyes with the lead in the ball. 2:10 left to go in the first quarter. Here's O'Grady. Warnock top of the key, inside Clark, she'll post, go up, can't connect, gets her own rebound and then brings it back out. Fires a three right wing, that's an air ball. Clark needs to settle in. Highly emotional game, and traveling by Emily Ryan called in the backcourt, and there was Gabby Marshall defensively to bother her.
Yep, Gabby was just standing there waiting. She could tell that the outlet pass was a little rushed, and you could just tell that she was like, all right, I think I have a moment here. And she stood there, stood her ground, so that when she turned around, she messed her up a little bit.
Sydney Falter into the game for the Hawkeyes for the first time. We're under two. Marshall has the ball on the right wing, up 11-6. Tries to make a move. Ryan comes out on her. Tried to get it back from O'Grady, and it's stolen away by Emily Ryan. The junior on the left wing. Marshall defends her. Bounce pass to Donarski. And she'll pull up from 16 right wing and drain it. First basket for Lexi Donarski. of Falter, right wing. Hawks by 3. 1:15 left to go in the first. Here's Clark. Pulls up from 15, a little bit strong as she faded off to the left. Here's Ryan. Now to Jones, top of the key, left wide open for a three-pointer. Miscommunication at the defensive end for the Hawks.
And that's the first time you've seen Jones at all open. And so that now I was like, yep, that's why we got to stay on her. We always need to know where she's at.
Clark pulls from 16. That's short, an air ball. We're tied at 11. And a backcourt foul will be called on Falter.
Iowa State on an 8-0 run right now. They were, I mean, neither team is shooting very well, but they really weren't. And so, with just over a minute and a half, they've scored 8 points.
Iowa State with the ball. We're tied at 11 with 35 seconds left to go. Here's Jones. Loves that step back three. There it is. A little bit long off the left wing. Rebound to Iowa State. Then Soares threw it away. Dug up by Clark. And the Hawks can basically hold here. Tenths of a second difference for the final shot of the first quarter. Tied at 11. Caitlin just holding the ball out near the timeline. 8-7, 6-5, 4. Sonano gets it to Warnock with 1 second, and that shot misses to the left. Hawks waited a long time to get anything going on that final possession of the first quarter.
Yep, I think just a little too long.
We've played 10 minutes. Iowa 11, Iowa State 11. This is Hawkeye women's basketball from Learfield.
Probably know that a natural gas leak smells like rotten eggs. But what does a gas leak look or sound like? If you hear a whooshing or hissing sound, see dirt, dust, or water spraying from an area, or you get dizzy or queasy, leave the area immediately. Then call 1-800-595-5325 once you're safely away. See MidAmericanEnergy.com for more safety tips.
Paid for by the customers of MidAmerican Energy.
The Iowa Hawkeyes are headed to the TransPerfect Music City Bowl in Nashville. Book your travel now with Iowa's official bowl travel partner. Travel Leaders Destinations Unlimited at HawkeyeSports.com/Bowl Central. You'll find multiple packages to choose from, including motor coach transportation or hotel only with transportation to and from the bowl game. Enjoy all that Nashville has to offer with your stay close to downtown at the Virgin Hotels Nashville with all the trimmings of Southern charm. Cheer on the Hawkeyes and book now at HawkeyeSports.com/Bowl Central.
When you open a crisp, cold Bud Light, you know game day is here.
You owe me $5.
We mean every sound. Enjoy responsibly. 2022 Anheuser-Busch Bud Light Beer, St. Louis, Missouri.
Introducing new Bud Light Seltzer Hard Soda Variety Pack. You hear that? It's seltzer with the pop of soda, all with zero sugar. Bud Light Seltzer Hard Soda, the loudest flavors ever. Enjoy responsibly. Anheuser-Busch Bud Light Seltzer Hard Soda, IRC Beers, St. Louis, Missouri.
Tied at 11 after 1, and now is your chance to make a difference. Join the Swarm and partner with Iowa's women's basketball program to serve charities in Eastern Iowa. Learn more at iowaswarm.com. That's Iowa Swarm. Need to recycle old working refrigerators and deep freezers? Visit midamericanenergy.com for details, plus energy-saving tips. And Jamie, you're right. Both Iowa and Iowa State shooting under and well under 30%.
Oh my goodness, yes. Yep, no one's really hot for either team. Even Monica, who started 3-3, missed her last 2 shots, and so I mean, we're lucky. We're lucky that both teams are off, right? Rather than just Iowa being off. So leading the way, though, for Iowa right now is Monica Sonano with those 6 points. Caitlin Clark already has 3 assists, so she can even focus on that, but you need someone else to be hitting, even if it's not you. So hopefully Iowa can get into a little bit of a rhythm here and score some points, right? Go on a little bit of a run, get some confidence there on the court. Defensively, they're doing a great job. right? So that's the thing that they can kind of hang their hats on right now. We're doing a good job on the defensive end. Keep going on that.
Iowa State with the basketball. Right inside to Suarez, and she tried a bounce pass from the top of the lane to the bottom of the lane. Looking for a backdoor cut, and it goes out of bounds over to the Hawkeyes. Tied at 11. Sonato at the elbow. Gives it off to Caitlin Clark. Drops a pass inside to Sonato, and she's doubled and tied up underneath by Ashley Jones. And the Hawks will keep it with the alternate possession. Clark will toss it in. Get it to Martin. Now back to Caitlin on the right wing. Ryan out on her all the way to the rim, and Clark misfires from the right block. Rebound down to Ashley Jones.
It's a good drive and a good read.
And we'll have a hold underneath. That'll go against Monica Sonato. Ball possession for Iowa State. Ryan will trigger it in underneath. Tied at 11. Just underway, second quarter. Number 10 versus number 16. Bob pass to Fritz. Against Clark. Fritz tries to make a move, gets down on the block. Baseline short jumper is good off Caitlin Clark. That's her first basket, and Iowa State grabs a 2-point lead. Here's Clark, top of the key, wheels to the left. Kate Martin, free throw line extended left. Spins in the paint, kicks it out to Marshall. Let's see if Gabby Marshall could get things going from the outside. Martin, bounce pass to Sonato. Back to Kate, floater lane, no good off the window. Rebound to Iowa State. Ryan across the timeline. Free throw line extended left. Keeps that right-handed dribble going. Now Piers inside, whips a pass to Donarski on the right wing. Suarez comes out for a screen and receives a ball that was tipped by the Hawkeyes. Now in the corner, Fritz tried to make a move on the baseline, extra step, traveling.
Again, the defensive effort. Iowa just has to keep leaning on it and know the offense is going to come. It's going to come.
Espen Miller-McGraw comes in. Good shooter for Iowa State. Averaging 3.3. Iowa basketball. Morgan Kane back in. Backs up the post at 6'3". 13-11.
I'm guessing Coach Booter might have even just called something to focus in on Monica Sonato,
who had a quick first 6 to start the ball game. Inside to Sonato. Turnaround jumper is good. Back of the bracket, dropped in. Saw that Suarez went out. Kane went in.
They should run it every time. Go inside, go inside, go inside. As long as Suarez is out, go in.
That ties it up at 13, under 8, second quarter. Here's Ryan down the right side of the lane. Shot is up and no good. Nice defense by Gabby Marshall. The rebound, Sonato. Clark ahead to Warnock in transition.
Wow.
Right-handed layup off the window, good.
So smart. Instead of going right in and getting a possible charge right there, she just drove across to the other side of the lane where it was wide open.
15-13 Hawkeyes. Iowa State walks it across the timeline. Bill Finley likes to call a lot of sets and does so on this trip. Here's Jones. Hesitation, dribble, drives down. Has it stolen away by Caitlin Clark. Clark across the timeline, top of the key. Shoves it off to Warnock for 3. No good off the right side. Rebound, Morgan Kane. Hawks got a good look and then didn't get back on defense, but a block by Kate Martin against Donarski, who went up along the baseline.
This is the best I've seen Iowa look on the defensive end.
By far.
Right there, even that. I would say any other time that was going to be a layup, but they didn't give up on the play. Kate Martin came through on that and ended up being a deflection.
Block from behind. Davis in for Clark. Iowa State with the basketball. Hawks up by 2. On the right wing, Jones gets it to Emily Ryan. Ryan dribbles around, top of the key, can't get it inside, and Gabby Marshall tipped it off the hand of Lexi Donarski.
Great defensive effort by everyone, though. That wasn't just her, that was Martin up top. She was putting pressure on the ball. Like, everybody had their little pieces they were doing.
Iowa State that time, no penetration. Hawks by 2 with the basketball. Inside, Sonano goes up strong on the right side and blocked away by Morgan Kane. Sonano went down and now back up. And a 3-pointer, no good by Donarski, left wing. And the ball hustled down by Molly Davis.
Gabby Marshall boxing out a post. How about that?
The boxing out has been exceptional. And a kick will be called on Iowa State as Marshall tried to feed the post. O'Grady for Sonano.
I think it's a perfect time, though, for O'Grady to go in when Suarez goes in, right? Like, that's great height right there to go up against each other.
15-13, Hawks with a lead in the ball. Here's Warnock. Spins in the paint, drops it off for O'Grady, goes up, contact, no call, as Suarez is back into the game. Here's Jones. Reverse the ball to Espen Miller-McGraw. Tried to get it inside to Jones, stolen away by Warnock, who flips it to Molly Davis. Hawks by 2. Davis hesitates, top of the key, Warnock. And then Davis slashing through is bumped to the floor. Espen Miller-McGraw, her first. Clark back in. And Hannah Stalkey as well. 15-13 Hawks, 5:50 second quarter. Lob pass to Stalkey, top of the key. Tried to get a bounce pass inside, didn't have a chance. Stolen away by Jones. She goes coast to coast, goes up, and a foul will be called on Stalkey. 2 shots for Ashley Jones.
I appreciate, though, that Stolke didn't give up on the play. Yes, that was a turnover, but then she made sure to at least hustle back, got there for the defensive possession, and then her foul didn't allow the shot to go in.
Yep, no easy baskets. Jones, a terrific free throw shooter. That's the first one. Ashley Jones only with 4. Shoots free throws at 90%. Second one, perfect. Tied at 15, 5:40 left to go. Second quarter action. Kate Martin bounce pass to Clark. They get her off the point. Wheels the right side. Now she's doubled. Stalkey in between the circles. Now to Clark. Left side, step back 17-footer. Got it to go.
See some relief as that one went in for her.
First basket for Caitlin Clark. She has 3. Hawks by 2. Suarez for 3, top of the key, no good. Clark the rebound along the baseline. Brings it across the timeline. Gets it to Kate Martin. Now free throw line extended right, Stalkey. Couple of dribbles. Now throws it across court to Kate Martin inside the 3-point arc. Now back to Clark. 9 to shoot. Clark gave it to O'Grady, wasn't ready for it. Bounced off her, but now back to Caitlin. Fire a 3-pointer, back iron, no. Ball tipped around and dug up by O'Grady. Fresh 20 seconds for the Hawkeyes. Kate Martin for 3. Count it from the top of the key.
Oh, I needed that from Kate Martin.
Well, remember the UConn game.
The team needed that from Kate Martin.
Donarski fakes, gets it inside to Suarez, goes up, strong off the window, hustles after her own rebound and gets it. Then she's doubled in the corner, and they get the ball out high, but we've got a whistle along the baseline. Shot went in. Won't count. Don't believe.
They're going to talk about it, but I don't think it should. It was way before the shot.
So I think Kate Martin will be called for the foul.
It's a weird thing to count that.
And they will count the basket. That's a 2-pointer. And Martin's first foul.
It's a weird, yeah.
So that'll pull Iowa State to within 3 with 4:07 left to go until the half. Jan Jensen getting an explanation. Iowa 20, Iowa State 17. This is Hawkeye women's basketball from Learfield.
The holidays are for making memories, and Honda can help you make them. Whether it's hauling presents in a capable Ridgeline, going sledding in an adventurous Pilot, or traveling in a rugged Passport or CR-V. Make memories during Happy Honda Days. Buy online, reserve from select dealers, or visit your local Honda dealer.
New Hondas are arriving daily at your Central Midwest Honda dealer. Honda gets the Midwest.
See dealer for financing details.
At Cenex, we're locally owned and operated, so your community is our community. That's why your Cenex goes far beyond the store. We fuel community connections by supporting local festivals, restoring town monuments, and renovating baseball fields. Now in its 4th year, we'll have contributed more than $400,000 to Cenex communities through our Hometown Pride initiative, because community connections make the places we live so special. Cenex, powered locally.
Welcome back to Carver Hawkeye Arena. 4:07 left to go in the second quarter. 20-18. The Hawkeyes have the lead over Iowa State.
All right, so looking at just an update on the stats here with 4 minutes to go here in the second quarter. Iowa, yes, leading the way, being led by Monica Sonano with 8 points. 4 points for Warnock, and then 3 for Martin and Clark. Iowa State is being led by Ryan. Their leading scorer, Jones, has 5 at the moment. Caitlin Clark has 4 assists, and she has 3 steals to throw that in for the Hawkeyes.
And a huge jumper to just break the ice for Caitlin Clark.
Yeah, and Kate Martin just now with a 3-point shot. So Iowa has a little bit of momentum going for them, although I don't think much was lost on that random foul that just happened in that shot they decided to count, which they turned it into a 3-pointer too. So, yeah, 20-18.
So went from a 2, they checked it out. And it was a 3-pointer for Emily Ryan. So she has a traditional 3-point play.
So the frustrating thing about them counting the shot is now Iowa State gets the ball again. Like this doesn't make sense at all.
After the foul on Kate Martin.
Right.
Foul away from the ball.
Away from the ball. It was technically before the shot because the whistle became before the shot.
So the Hawks will play defense. See if they come out in that 2-3 zone. Coach Bluter told us in the pregame show that they would mix up the defenses. Here's Jones. Gets it left side, Donarski. Stokey comes back out on her, and a long 3-pointer by Emily Ryan is good from straight away. So back-to-back threes for Emily Ryan, and Iowa State goes on top 21-20. Sonano lost the ball. Gets it, though, to Davis. Now to Clark, top of the key, angles to the right side, goes cross court to Molly Davis. She'll have a shot blocked from 3-point range by Ryan. Remember, Davis was 5 for 5 in field goals at Wisconsin Sunday. Iowa State with the ball and a 1-point lead. Jones gets a step on Martin, drives in and lays it up with the left hand. Jones with 7.
Those drives when it's a zone shouldn't happen, right? There should be some help side there.
Sonano posting. Here's Stolke, tries to make a move, spins, paint, shot is up, doesn't get the roll. Comes off the right side of the rim. Ashley Jones the rebound. Hands it off to Ryan. She's the floor leader, the point guard for Iowa State. Kicks it back to Suarez. Three-pointer is good, just left to the top of the key.
Now, Suarez is 2 for 3 from the three-point line.
Clark for three, left wing, count it. Nice, high, arching jump shot.
High. I think it went through the rafters before it came through the hoop.
Clark with 6. Her first three-pointer. Iowa State by 3, 26-23. Cyclones have the basketball. So the 6-6, Suarez does not have a 2-point field goal. Here's Fritz for 3, left wing, off the front of the iron. Stuelke the rebound. Gets it ahead to Clark across the timeline. Drives down the left side, little fadeaway shot, no good from 10 feet. As Suarez comes away with the rebound. Gets it ahead to Ryan. She penetrates the paint. Back to the basket, goes up. And Molly Davis will pick up her second. Molly's Cupcakes is proudly serving their cookies and treats inside Kinnick Stadium and also Carver Hawkeye Arena. For a taste of unique flavors you'll love, stop by their downtown Iowa City location for homemade cupcakes, cookies, cakes, bars, and coffee drinks. Molly's Cupcakes, proud supporter of the Hawks. Here's Jones. Goes all the way to the basket and shuffled her feet, traveling before the shot.
Kenna Warnock, I mean, her defense on her, you can tell she is frustrated whenever Warnock is on her.
Iowa State by 3. Hawks with the basketball. 1:25 left to go until halftime. Marshall. Martin, bounce pass into Sedano, and a foul from behind will be called on Iowa State's Morgan Kane. Suarez comes back in. Hawks with the basketball. Bounce pass to Warnock going all the way to the rim. A little bit strong on the layup. Boy, terrific pass again by Caitlin Clark. It was wide open. And Sedano will pick up the foul underneath against Suarez, who is posting. (26-23). O'Grady in for the Hawks. For Sedano will sit down with 2 fouls and 8 points.
And that's just frustrating, as opposed when that happens.
Well, now you got to adjust.
You do.
Going to start to call that underneath.
Yep.
First free throw, no good. Suarez second, short. Clark across the timeline. Angles right side. Hawks still down by 3. Marshall gets it to McKenna Warnock, just right at the top of the key. Jones comes out on her. Here's Clark, right wing, drives baseline. Kicks it in the corner for Gabby Marshall. No good. Weak side rebound, McKenna Warnock. Now up top to Martin. Marshall. Clark playing catch around the arc. Fakes a 3. Now to O'Grady. Back to Caitlin Clark along the baseline. And tried to get it to O'Grady. And the ball tipped away by Iowa State in the hands of Jones. Now to Donarski. Layup good. Good fast break by Iowa State. 28-23 Cyclones. Hawks will hold for the final shot with 13 seconds. Approaching halftime. 5 seconds now. Clark. Step back long. 2 off the front of the iron. Rebound Iowa State. And that'll do it for the first 2 quarters.
Wow.
Hawks got off to a great start in this one. But Iowa State started to make some shots in the second quarter.
They did, but neither team shooting nearly what they are capable of shooting. I mean, if you If anyone would have said, hey, at the end of the half, it's going to be 28-23, I would have said, that's
with these two teams, right.
I mean, this is a quarter. This is what these teams score in one quarter.
Well, Iowa, different opponent in Wisconsin, but scored 102 on Sunday. The holiday season is approaching fast. Visit your local Iowa lottery retailer for some holiday scratch tickets. Then enter your non-winners in the VIP club for a chance to win big cash prizes up to $100,000. Visit ialottery.com for details. Bud Light halftime show is coming up next. Iowa State 28, Iowa 23. This is Iowa Hawkeye women's basketball from Learfield.
At Cenex, we're locally owned and operated, so your community is our community. That's why your Cenex goes far beyond the store. We fuel community connections by supporting local festivals, restoring town monuments, and renovating baseball fields. Now in its 4th year, we'll have contributed more than $400,000 to Cenex communities through our Hometown Pride initiative, because community connections make the places we live so special. Cenex, powered locally.
Running a business is a lot of work. Luckily, I've got a great partner.
Oh, I think you...
I meant U.S. Bank.
I knew that.
U.S. Bank Business Essentials is a huge help to us.
Totally. Their comprehensive point-of-sale system does it all. Tracks inventory, manages schedules, customizes orders.
Plus, all the regular banking stuff.
If only it could make coffee.
Nah, that's your job.
From point of sale to quick loans, we have many ways to make your business boom. That's what U.S. Bank is for. U.S. Bank. We'll get there together. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
When you open a crisp, cold Bud Light, you know game day is here.
You owe me $5.
We mean every sound. Enjoy responsibly. 2022 Anheuser-Busch Bud Light Beer, St. Louis, Missouri.
Introducing new Bud Light Seltzer Hard Soda Variety Pack. You hear that? It's seltzer with the pop of soda, all with zero sugar. Bud Light Seltzer Hard Soda, the loudest flavors ever. Enjoy responsibly. Anheuser-Busch Bud Light Seltzer Hard Soda, IRC Beers, St. Louis, Missouri.
At Mid-American Energy, we want to help keep you safe around power lines and electrical equipment. Always assume a power line is energized, even if it's on the ground. To avoid the risk of an accidental shock or electrocution, avoid touching a power line with anything. And when you see high voltage warnings on transformers and substations, stay away. We care about you and your safety. Get more tips at midamericanenergy.com.
Paid for by the customers of Mid-American Energy.
At Oak Knoll, our mission is to provide exceptional retirement living and health services through life care. I'm Steve Rowe, Executive Director. We are a not-for-profit life plan community and have served Iowa City for more than 55 years. Our team helps residents create home by living our values of caring, respect, enthusiasm, awareness, teamwork, and encouragement. If you're looking at retirement options, visit our website at oakknoll.com. We want you to lead life your way. Go Hawks!
Iowa Corn Cyhawk Series, the women tonight and the men tomorrow night. Iowa State leads at the half, 28-23. Greg Floss, Iowa Corn CEO, joins me here at the half. And Greg, great to see you. I see you running around in the fall at the football game all the time and then various events, but nice to be able to sit down with you. And of course, you know, this is a really important event, not only for the state of Iowa, this whole series, and then Iowa Corn's involvement.
Well, Rob, it's great to be here with you tonight. This is a really great game so far here tonight, and I would expect nothing less. And that's a big part of why Iowa Corn and Iowa's corn farmers want to sponsor this series. All eyes are on all of these head-to-head competitions between Iowa and Iowa State. This women's game, both of these teams are awesome. Everybody's here, and it gives us a chance to use this as a platform to talk a little bit about what we do at Iowa Corn.
Yeah, and from an education standpoint, what are kind of the key things for people to know?
You know, on our checkoff side, it's all about finding new markets. Our corn farmers in Iowa are fantastic at growing corn, and so we need to find new markets all the time. So one of those markets, for example, is exports. Exports either in grain or distillers' grains from the ethanol industry, or one of the best ways to export corn is through meat. And we're big supporters of the U.S. Meat Export Federation, and that allows us to send red meat, both beef and pork, to many places around the world.
From a legislative standpoint, what are kind of the topics right now? Yeah,
the Iowa Corn Growers Association works both in Des Moines and in Washington, D.C. on a number of issues. A couple of the key things, though, I'm going to focus on ethanol with you tonight. Ethanol at the State House this last year, we had a big success with the Iowa Biofuels Access Bill, really expanding consumers' choice at the pump, getting more E15 or unleaded 88 at the pump. And as you notice right now, that is significantly cheaper than the other blends. And in Washington, we're working on something called the Next Generation Fuels Act. We actually want to change the whole fuel consistency to have significantly more ethanol in a standard blend. Up to 25% is our goal.
Family farms, so important. How do they benefit from the Iowa Corn Association?
You know, 95% of all farms in the country, in fact, are family-owned farms, and that's certainly no exception here in Iowa. How does it benefit the state? Obviously, all of our family farms make up rural communities, and rural communities make up counties, et cetera. And so, really, it's all about the fabric of that local area. And Iowa Corn is very supportive of all those things in the local area.
Craig, from an informative standpoint, where's the best place to go? Website?
Absolutely. You can go to www.iowacorn.org, and there's tons of information out there about all the things that we do, both from an investment perspective for research, market development, education, and also on our association side for all things policy.
We'll keep talking about it.
Sounds good. Thanks, Rob. Appreciate you.
You bet. And this is the Iowa Corn Cy-Hawk Series. Craig Floss, the Iowa Corn CEO, joining us here at the half. And as Craig mentioned, an outstanding game going on. Iowa State 28, Iowa 23. This is Iowa Hawkeye women's basketball from Learfield.
Eastern Iowa area, be sure to visit and connect with the official local business partners of the Iowa Hawkeyes. The hotel at Kirkwood Center, Iowa's premier luxury hotel. The Jill Armstrong team with Skogman Realty, the area's premier realtor. And Options Exteriors, your preferred local roofing and exterior company. Handling all of your exterior needs from roofing, siding, windows, and gutters. They've got you covered. Providing free damage inspections and help filing insurance claims. Call 319-343-6376.
When you open a crisp, cold Bud Light, you know game day is here.
You owe me $5.
We mean every sound. Enjoy responsibly. 2022 Anheuser-Busch Bud Light Beer, St. Louis, Missouri.
Introducing new Bud Light Seltzer Hard Soda Variety Pack. You hear that? It's seltzer with the pop of soda, all with zero sugar. Bud Light Seltzer Hard Soda, the loudest flavors ever. Enjoy responsibly. Anheuser-Busch Bud Light Seltzer Hard Soda, IRC Beers, St. Louis, Missouri.
Okay, close your eyes and imagine.
Well, unless you're driving.
Yes, imagine you bought a scratch ticket from the Iowa Lottery.
Or someone gave you one.
Yes, right. And you scratch, and you've won.
Won big.
Yes, in fact, there are 13 holiday games with big cash prizes. And if you don't win, play it again. You can still win up to $100,000 in the VIP club.
But you have to enter and see rules and complete details at ialottery.com/VIP.
Yes. Thank you.
When you set up a savings goal with U.S. Bank, it grows with you. There's no limit to what you can crochet. Can do. Doesn't have to be crocheting, but it totally could be. Like the headphones you're listening to this ad with, you could totally crochet those. There's no telling where your savings goal will take you. Maybe you'll save enough for yarn to crochet your house or the whole town. Oh, right. Doesn't have to be crochet related.
Set up savings goals on the U.S. Bank mobile app, even for the wildest of dreams. U.S. Bank. We'll get there together. Equal housing lender. Member FDIC.
This copyrighted broadcast is an exclusive presentation of Learfield under the broadcasting rights granted by the University of Iowa. Reuse of this presentation is prohibited without the expressed written consent of the university and Learfield. Announcers are provided by Learfield and approved by the university.
And welcome back, Hawk fans, as we are at halftime of the Iowa State game here at Carver Hawkeye Arena. Iowa down by 5 right now, 28-23. Got to take a quick look at the stats for the first half. Iowa's being led by Monica Sonano with 8 points. Clark follows closely with 6. And then 4 points from Warnock, 3 from Kate, and 2 from Davis. Iowa State being led by Ryan with 9, 7 from Jones, 6 from Suarez, and then multiple players after that with just a few less points. Leading the way for Iowa with the rebounds, Clark with 5 and Sonano with 5. Leading the way for Iowa State with rebounds is Suarez with 8. 4 assists from Caitlin Clark and 3 steals from Clark. And when we come back, I think we're going to check out the scoreboard and what's going on around the nation. This is Hawkeye women's basketball from Learfield.
Time to redo this basement?
Yeah. A home gym, movie theater, model train utopia.
Or yoga studio?
I'm flexible-ish.
Great. I'll just use the U.S. Bank mobile app so we can plan it out.
Which way are you leaning? Setting a savings goal or applying for a home improvement loan?
I say we look at both options, right here in the app.
Budget for a really good home gym. We deserve it.
Noted.
Help for today, planning for tomorrow. That's what U.S. Bank is for. U.S. Bank. We'll get there together. Equal housing lender member FDIC.
At Cenex, we're locally owned and operated, so your community is our community. That's why your Cenex goes far beyond the store. We fuel community connections by supporting local festivals, restoring town monuments, and renovating baseball fields. Now in its 4th year, we'll have contributed more than $400,000 to Cenex communities through our Hometown Pride initiative, because community connections make the places we live so special. Cenex, powered locally.
When you open a crisp, cold Bud Light, you know game day is here.
You owe me $5.
We mean every sound. Enjoy responsibly. 2022 Anheuser-Busch Bud Light Beer, St. Louis, Missouri.
Introducing new Bud Light Seltzer Hard Soda Variety Pack. You hear that? It's seltzer with the pop of soda, all with zero sugar. Bud Light Seltzer Hard Soda, the loudest flavors ever. Enjoy responsibly. Anheuser-Busch Bud Light Seltzer Hard Soda, IRC Beers, St. Louis, Missouri.
The holidays are for making memories, and Honda can help you make them. Whether it's hauling presents in a capable Ridgeline, going sledding in an adventurous Pilot, or traveling in a rugged Passport or CR-V. Make memories during Happy Honda Days. Buy online, reserve from select dealers, or visit your local Honda dealer.
New Hondas are arriving daily at your Central Midwest Honda dealer. Honda gets the Midwest.
See dealer for financing details.
Welcome back to the halftime show, brought to you by Bud Light. Bud Light proudly welcomes Hawkeye fans to Carver Hawkeye Arena this year. Bud Light is for the fans. Let's take a quick look at the U.S. Bank scoreboard update. Put your trust in a bank that's been focused on serving the people and businesses in Iowa and all across the country since 1863. That's U.S. Bank. Stop by your local branch or log on today. U.S. Bank, equal housing lender, member FDIC. Of course, with the early start, the Hawks trailing 28-23 at the half. 3 other Big Ten games just about ready to get underway. Kentucky at Minnesota, Wisconsin at Nebraska, and Rutgers at Illinois. Illinois, a surprise so far this year at 7-2. Other games in the top 25. Kansas State, who the Hawks played earlier this year, lead Kansas City 19-15 in the second. Baylor and UT Arlington about ready to tip. And a couple of finals. North Carolina, who defeated Iowa State. Iowa State's only loss. Took care of UNC Wilmington 64-42. And Virginia Tech at number 7 over Boston College 73-58. Well, we'll see what happens. Hawks need to get off to a good start in quarter number 3. Iowa State 28, Iowa 23. This is Hawkeye women's basketball from Learfield.
Running a business is a lot of work. Luckily, I've got a great partner.
Oh, I thank you.
I meant U.S. Bank.
I knew that.
U.S. Bank Business Essentials is a huge help to us.
Totally. Their comprehensive point-of-sale system does it all. Tracks inventory, manages schedules, customizes orders.
Plus all the regular banking stuff.
If only it could make coffee.
Nah, that's your job.
From point of sale to quick loans, we have many ways to make your business boom. That's what U.S. Bank is for. U.S. Bank. We'll get there together. Equal housing lender member FDIC.
The holidays are for making memories, and Honda can help you make them. Whether it's hauling presents in a capable ridgeline, going sledding in an adventurous pilot, or traveling in a rugged Passport or CRV. Make memories during Happy Honda Days. Buy online, reserve from select dealers, or visit your local Honda dealer.
New Hondas are arriving daily at your Central Midwest Honda dealer. Honda gets the Midwest.
See dealer for financing details.
When you open a crisp, cold Bud Light, you know game day is here.
You owe me $5.
We mean every sound. Enjoy responsibly. 2022 Anheuser-Busch Bud Light Beer, St. Louis, Missouri.
Introducing new Bud Light Seltzer Hard Soda Variety Pack. You hear that? It's seltzer with the pop of soda, all with zero sugar. Bud Light Seltzer Hard Soda, the loudest flavors ever. Enjoy responsibly. Anheuser-Busch Bud Light Seltzer Hard Soda, IRC Beers, St. Louis, Missouri.
When you're in the eastern Iowa area, be sure to visit and connect with the official local business partners of the Iowa Hawkeyes. The Hotel at Kirkwood Center, Iowa's premier luxury hotel. The Jill Armstrong team with Skogman Realty, the area's premier realtor. And Options Exteriors, your preferred local roofing and exterior company. The Hotel Kirkwood, named the Corridor Business Journal's 2022 Best Banquet and Event Venue. And awarded the AAA 4 Diamond Award for lodging. To make reservations, visit thehotelatkirkwood.com or call 877-751-5111 for more information.
Iowa State with the first possession of the third quarter, and Fritz goes to back down Caitlin Clark on the right block, and right before she went up, Clark is whistled for the foul. That is her first. First free throw by Fritz is no good. A little bit strong off the back of the iron. U.S. Cellular, America's locally grown wireless company and official wireless partner of the Iowa Hawkeyes, joined the national network built by locals for locals. Second free throw also no good. Hawks, their first possession of the third quarter, down 28-23. Warnock penetrates, kicks it right wing. Marshall drives in. Now Warnock gets free along the baseline, and a foul will be called on the Cyclones. Danae Fritz, her first. Clark gets it in.
You just want someone on just to start lighting it up for Iowa.
And almost stolen away, then regained by Warnock. Here's Martin along the baseline, spins into the paint, drops it off for Sonato. She goes up, looked like there was contact, no call. And the ball goes on the ground, and it's a tie-up. So the possession arrow favors the Hawkeyes. Two Cyclones, Monica Sonato on the ground. And they're going to have to get the mop out. Boy, I thought I heard the contact over here.
Yeah. It's interesting, the ones that sometimes you're like, that one we're going to play. Let go, huh? Huh?
But the Hawks keep the basketball. No score here in the third quarter. Clark with 3 to shoot. Sonato baseline jumper, a little bit short off the right side of the rim. Soares with the board. She dribbles it across the timeline. Now here's Ryan. Marshall out on her. We've played a minute, third quarter. Here's Dynarski into the paint, goes to the left hand off the window and scores. Lexi Dynarski with 6. 30-23. Here's Clark. Gets it to Warnock. Free throw line extended right. Martin. Drop into Sonato, goes up strong. Can't get it to go off the front of the rim, but a foul will be on the Cyclones. Stephanie Soares. Soares, her second. She picked one up early. And Monica Sonato at the free throw line to shoot 2.
And that was a play call by Coach Bluter. Again, she recognizes and understands that getting it inside the post helps to make the rest of the team stronger. And, you know, sometimes she just has to call the play.
Both free throws good. Sonato with 10. Remember her quick start back in the first quarter. Hawks down 5, 30-25. Crowd trying to get into it. Iowa State shot is up and no good by Ryan. She penetrated down the right side. Clark, not sure where she was throwing it, but tried to get it to Warnock down court. And off two Cyclone players. Coach Bluter, you probably heard, wanted a kick. And the three-pointer right wing, no good. Ashley Jones. Rebound down to Marshall. Ahead to Martin. Gets it back to Gabby Marshall. Top of the key now, Sonato. Dinarski out on Clark. Warnock drills the jumper. That's a three-pointer from the right wing.
Woo! Woo! Warnock.
With 7.
Doing it on both ends right now.
Her 142nd made 3 in her career pulls the Hawks to within 2. 7:20 left to go in the third. Jones inside. Suarez tries to make a move. Shot is up and no good. Sonato picks up her third. Two shots for the 6'6" senior Stephanie Suarez.
And that's going to be 3 on Monica Sonato, though, so they're going to give her a break, have a little combo with her.
Free throw, no good. Iowa State from the free throw line. 3 out of 8. Second one also strong. As a team, Iowa State over 80% on the year. Clark pulls up her dribble left wing. Now hands to Martin. Bounce pass inside. Sonato, short jumper, no good. Weak side rebound, Ashley Jones. Good rebounder, averaging over 9 a contest. We're under 7. Third quarter, 30-28. Iowa State with the lead in the basketball. Here's Ryan. Bounce pass inside. Shot up and good for Suarez. That's her first 2-point field goal. She has 8. 32-28. Here's Clark. Eyes a long jumper and drills it. That's a three-pointer just right at the top of the key.
A much-needed three-pointer. Iowa needed a little lift. And there's Clark.
Boy, can she get on a roll. We hope so. Hawks within 1. Suarez whips a pass right side. Fritz eyes a three-pointer short. Suarez the rebound, put back with the left hand. And Monica had to back off a little bit with the 3 fouls. Here's Clark. Penetration into the paint. Now to Sonato's 16-footer. Swish from straight away.
I wanted Clark to shoot it so bad there, and then I was like, but I like the dish. I love the dish to Sonato from a sweet spot for her.
Hawks pull to within 1, 34-33. Ryan fires up a three-pointer right wing, no good. Jones goes after the rebound. Did a good job to get the ball, but couldn't contain it. Goes out of bounds along the baseline. O'Grady in for Sonato. Davis for Marshall. Hawks can grab the lead with a bucket. Down 28-23 at intermission. Clark to Davis. To Warnock. Deep 3 straight away. Rimming no. Rebound hauled down by Espen Miller McGraw just into the game. Here's Ryan on the left side. And a Warnock hold will be called.
It's definitely not a hold. Okay, that wasn't a hold. It's a weird, really weird call. She was being screened and trying to get around the screen. It was a very weird call.
Warnock second. Ball possession for Iowa State. On top by 1. Ryan drives down the left side of the lane. Shot is partially blocked. And the ball dug up by Caitlin Clark. And then she tries to make a move on the right wing, and a pushing foul will be called on Lexi Dinarski, her second.
You can feel a little momentum shift, a little bit going Iowa's way right now.
As the Hawks are only down 1. University of Iowa Healthcare has the game plan for your same-day healthcare needs. If you need treatment for a common illness or a minor injury, visit one of several UI Quick Cares or urgent care locations throughout the Iowa City Cedar Rapids corridor. Their care expertise will help you get back in the game. UI Healthcare is proud to sponsor the Iowa Hawkeyes. 4:56 left to go in the third. Iowa State 34, Iowa 33. This is Hawkeye women's basketball from Learfield.
At Oak Knoll, our mission is to provide exceptional retirement living and health services through life care. I'm Steve Rowe, Executive Director. We are a not-for-profit life plan community and have served Iowa City for more than 55 years. Our team helps residents create home by living our values of caring, respect, enthusiasm, awareness, teamwork, and encouragement. If you're looking at retirement options, visit our website at oakknoll.com. We want you to lead life your way. Go Hawks!
When you set up a savings goal with U.S. Bank, it grows with you. There's no limit to what you can crochet. Can do. Doesn't have to be crocheting, but it totally could be. Like the headphones you're listening to this ad with, you could totally crochet those. There's no telling where your savings goal will take you. Maybe you'll save enough for yarn to crochet your house or the whole town. Oh, right. Doesn't have to be crochet related.
Set up savings goals on the U.S. Bank mobile app, even for the wildest of dreams. U.S. Bank. We'll get there together. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
When you're in the eastern Iowa area, be sure to visit and connect with the official local business partners of the Iowa Hawkeyes. The Hotel at Kirkwood Center, Iowa's premier luxury hotel, the Jill Armstrong team, with Skogman Realty, the area's premier realtor, and Options Exteriors, your preferred local roofing and exterior company. Jill Armstrong and her team strive to make every buyer and seller at ease with the real estate process. Contact the Jill Armstrong team with Skogman Realty for all of your real estate needs. Call 319-631-5455.
Hawks have outscored Iowa State 10-6 in the third quarter. Iowa 3 of 7 from the floor, just under 43%, but 2 out of 3 from three-point range, and 2 out of 2 from the free throw line. Iowa State 3 of 8, 0 for 2, and 0 for 4 from the free throw line.
Yeah. So Iowa definitely started the third quarter off better than Iowa State. The question is, can they maintain it? And I am currently bowing down to McKenna Warnock and her defensive abilities, because she is something else on Jones.
Ashley Jones, 2 of 9 from the floor.
I'm just telling you, it's all McKenna Warnock. When you watch her play her, she's so good. She's so good at defending her.
Hawks with the basketball. Inside, O'Grady kicks it back out to Warnock. Re-enters it to O'Grady. Now to Clark, a deep three-pointer.
Oh, my God.
Count it. Just right at the top of the key.
Just to the left of the beak.
That's right. Almost from the beak. And the Hawks grab a 2-point lead with 4:27 left to go. Third quarter action. And traveling is going to be called on Iowa State's Espen Miller-McGraw, making a move down the left side of the lane. And that'll get Naimir Dew into the game, 6'2" junior. That backs up the 3 and the 4. Kate Martin will bring the ball across the timeline. Bounce pass to Clark at the top of the key. She's immediately doubled. And a blocking foul will be called on Morgan Kane. Just kind of came up and threw her hip into Clark at the logo.
I don't know if they were going for a double or if Kane just got caught on a show. I'm not really sure if that was planned.
Ball possession for the Hawks along the sideline. On top by 2. Here's Clark. Wanted that pull-up 17-footer. Now gets it to O'Grady. And he takes a couple dribbles. Now back to Caitlin. We've got 10 to shoot. Caitlin drives the right side. Kicks it out to Molly Davis. Reverse to Warnock. Fakes a 3. Drives in. O'Grady baseline jumper. Count it.
Perfect. Warnock drew Suarez on her, the 6'6" Suarez, so that she was wide open over on the side. And Addie O'Grady hitting it is even more important.
38-34. Hawkeyes on top by 4. Jones tries to make a move against Warnock. McKenna again gets in great position. Jones can't do anything. Almost had the ball taken away. Gets it to Donarski on the right wing. 5 to shoot. There's a three-pointer. Hits the top of the glass into the hands of Molly Davis. Whips it to Kate Martin on the baseline. Up and under move. Kate Martin,
yes.
Count it.
Reverse layup, no problem.
40-34. Iowa State wants to talk things over. This crowd is into it now.
Hey, I told you about McKenna Warnock, right? And I'm going to keep singing her praises because she's doing work out there, and it's the grunt work, and I want it to go noticed because it normally goes unnoticed.
That last defensive stand by Warnock,
wow.
Individually.
You can tell she just has Jones's number right now. Like, she is in Jones's mind, and so it's like you don't want to take Warnock out, but it's exhausting what she's doing, and you just saw her calling for her breath. Luckily, Bill Fenley saw her calling for it, so gave a timeout.
Rest tomorrow. 3:08 left to go in the third. Nice run by the Hawkeyes. Lead it 40-34 over Iowa State. This is Hawkeye women's basketball from Learfield.
The holidays are for making memories, and Honda can help you make them. Whether it's hauling presents in a capable Ridgeline, going sledding in an adventurous Pilot, or traveling in a rugged Passport or CRV. Make memories during Happy Honda Days. Buy online, reserve from select dealers, or visit your local Honda dealer.
New Hondas are arriving daily at your Central Midwest Honda dealer. Honda gets the Midwest.
See dealer for financing details.
We all love a good win. Catching up with friends, saving money at the pump, soaking up the perfect Iowa day, sitting down to a really, really good meal. These are the everyday delights that make us smile. These are the moments that connect us all as Iowans. And these are the wins that, more often than not, start with Iowa's farm families and the crop they're growing. Because when corn grows Iowa, Iowans win. Learn more about how to share your own wins at iowacorn.org/Iowans win.
When you open a crisp, cold Bud Light, you know game day is here.
You owe me $5.
You mean every sound. Enjoy responsibly. 2022 Anheuser-Busch Bud Light Beer, St. Louis, Missouri.
Introducing new Bud Light Seltzer Hard Soda Variety Pack. You hear that? It's seltzer with the pop of soda, all with zero sugar. Bud Light Seltzer Hard Soda, the loudest flavors ever. Enjoy responsibly. Anheuser-Busch Bud Light Seltzer Hard Soda, IRC Beers, St. Louis, Missouri.
Hawks have outscored Iowa State 17-6 here in the third quarter on a 9-0 run. 12-2 over the last 3:22. Iowa State hasn't scored in almost 3 minutes.
Can Iowa continue it on this defensive stance?
On top by 6. 40-34. Down 28-23 at intermission. Iowa State will have it along the sideline. Right in front of its bench. Caitlin Clark with 12. Only player in double figures. Hawks have had 6 players score. Here's Ryan on the left wing. Looks inside, now gets it to Jones. She'll fire a 3 straight away. Rimming no, and O'Grady the rebound. McKenna Warnock right there again. Here's Clark. Tries to get it inside to O'Grady, tipped by Suarez, and dug up by Ashley Jones. Jones down the right side of the lane. She spins in the paint, goes up and finishes, though Warnock was right there. First bucket since the second quarter.
Oh my God.
Swish for Caitlin Clark, just right at the top of the key.
Yep, right there by the beak. She likes that tip of the beak.
Wanting the crowd to get into it, and she is pumped up. 43-36 Hawkeyes. And Warnock a foul. That's 3 on McKenna. Remember Sedano on the bench with 3. Both teams with 4 team fouls here in the quarter. 2:11 left to go in the third. 43-36 Iowa. Iowa State Inbounds the ball. Looking. 5-second call. Hawks do it defensively again.
That was great. Quick 5 maybe. It felt fast. Well, I don't care.
That's right.
Take
it's
it.
5.
It's 5 is 5.
Here's Clark. Gets it to O'Grady, top of the key. Right side, Kate Martin. Uses an O'Grady screen. Warnock inside to Addy. Back outside, Clark. Wanted that step back 3. Back inside to O'Grady.
Oh,
Shot
yes.
up and good with the left hand.
Love the trust in Addy O'Grady. And O'Grady had a nice long step. Use those legs to get to the left side of the back.
Over Suarez at 6'6". 45-36. Suarez drives the baseline. Tried to get it inside. Ball knocked away by Warnock. Dug up by Clark. Feeds Davis. Now to Caitlin for 3, left wing. And a little bit strong and goes out of bounds. The roof would have came off this place.
Wow.
It was online, just a little strong.
You gotta love that she's at least laughing after that. I think everyone was like, all right, okay.
Well, you had to shoot it.
You did.
Hawks dig in defensively again. Here's a 3-pointer straight away by Ryan. No good. Long rebound into the hands of McKenna Warnock. Hawks will walk it across the timeline with 1 minute left to go in quarter number 3. Now drives. Clark on the right wing. Pulls it back. Left side, Martin. She'll tee up a 3. Got it.
She did too. Kate flippin' Martin. This is a loud crowd.
Listen to him. Urging on the Hawkeyes defensively. Ryan gets it into the corner. Fritz. She takes 2 dribbles. Has to give it up. Hawks on top 48-36. And a whistle away from the ball with just 9 seconds left to go on the shot clock. O'Grady. Espen Miller McGraw back for Iowa State. Free throws for Suarez, who has 4 double-doubles this year. And Warnock now will get a quick breather. Free throw, no good off the right side of the rim. She's a 71% free throw shooter. Has really struggled from the line tonight. Second one, also no good. Empty possession for Iowa State. Hawks can hold for the final shot of the third quarter. Molly Davis across the timeline in no hurry. 48-36. O'Grady at the top of the key. 3 players along the baseline for the Hawkeyes. Here goes Davis down the right side. Pulls up. O'Grady from 15. A little bit strong. Martin with the rebound. Put back. No. And O'Grady does score with the left hand at the buzzer. Count it.
I love that O'Grady followed that. That was amazing.
But Kate Martin kept it alive.
Yes. Oh, man. But that was right there. That's effort. That was all effort. O'Grady, man.
And they'll double check to make sure.
I think it easily went and easily had to have had time.
It's going to be close.
Oh, man.
But
I think it's
I think
good.
they'll count it.
I think they'll count it. That was really cool. And I love it for
Just
O'Grady,
great effort.
though. Like, that's the bigger thing. Is
She's
that
played terrific.
You want her to start to find her place on the team, right? Like, you need that other post. And so
with Shinano in some foul difficulty really for the first time this year. We'll head to the fourth. An explosion here in the third quarter offensively for the Hawkeyes. They lead Iowa State 50-36. This is Hawkeye women's basketball from Learfield.
Probably know that a natural gas leak smells like rotten eggs. But what does a gas leak look or sound like? If you hear a whooshing or hissing sound, see dirt, dust, or water spraying from an area, or you get dizzy or queasy, leave the area immediately, then call 1-800-595-5325 once you're safely away. See MidAmericanEnergy.com for more safety tips.
Paid for by the customers of MidAmerican Energy.
At Cenex, we're locally owned and operated, so your community is our community. That's why your Cenex goes far beyond the store. We fuel community connections by supporting local festivals, restoring town monuments, and renovating baseball fields. Now in its 4th year, we'll have contributed more than $400,000 to Cenex communities through our Hometown Pride initiative, because community connections make the places we live so special. Cenex, powered locally.
The holidays are for making memories, and Honda can help you make them. Whether it's hauling presents in a capable Ridgeline, going sledding in an adventurous Pilot, or traveling in a rugged Passport or CRV. Make memories during Happy Honda Days. Buy online, reserve from select dealers, or visit your local Honda dealer.
New Hondas are arriving daily at your Central Midwest Honda dealer. Honda gets the Midwest.
See dealer for financing details.
Hawks lead at 50-36, outscoring Iowa State in the third quarter, 27-8. And of course, the Iowa Corn Cyhawk Series is all about celebrating our student athletes as well as our state's corn farmers. Just like the Cyclones and the Hawkeyes work hard all year to get ready for the season, so do Iowa's corn farmers, growing a crop used in over 4,000 products. That's a win for all of Iowans. Don't forget, join us for Hawk Talk next week with Coach Bluter, presented by Oaknall at Bumps Restaurant at Finkbine Golf Course. We will be there next Wednesday. Not Monday, next Wednesday from 6 until 7. Hopefully talking about 2 big victories this week, but first things first. Hawks have won 5 of the last 6 in this rivalry. Iowa State with the basketball. Here's Jones. Now Kate Martin on her. She penetrates and almost knocked away by Marshall, and then a three-pointer by Ryan. Jones just able to get Ryan the ball out left to the top of the key. Emily Ryan with 12. Sonano back in there. Has the ball a couple of feet off the block. Now to Caitlin Clark, who is sensational in the third quarter. Here's Gabby Marshall. Penetrates the paint. Now pulls it back. 10 to shoot. Here's Clark. Drops it for Davis with 5. Molly's got to try to do something. Creates. Now in the corner. Martin for 3.
Oh my gosh! He's making it.
Goes glass.
Because swishing is too easy.
And that's not a shot you want to bank.
Oh gosh. But she got it off in time, and that was all that mattered, and she actually hit it.
53-39. Kate Martin with 11. Suarez turnaround jumper, 15, spins out into the hands of Caitlin Clark across the timeline. Caitlin dashing toward the basket, pulls it back out inside to Sonano. Layup no good. Bothered that time defensively by Suarez. Iowa State comes away with it, 53-39. Then the Cyclones throw it away. Dug up by Clark again. She'll take it all the way in for 2 more. Layup good by Caitlin Clark, 17.
Such a good read. Man, she saw that running down. She's like, all right, if I get 1 foot on her, and she did.
Timeout, Iowa State. Hawks with all the momentum. Leading 55-39, 8:14 remaining. And we'll take a break as well. The Hawks start quickly here in the 4th. 55-39, the Iowa advantage. This is Hawkeye women's basketball from Learfield.
At Oaknall, our mission is to provide exceptional retirement living and health services through life care. I'm Steve Rowe, Executive Director. We are a not-for-profit life plan community and have served Iowa City for more than 55 years. Our team helps residents create home by living our values of caring, respect, enthusiasm, awareness, teamwork, and encouragement. If you're looking at retirement options, visit our website at oaknall.com. We want you to lead life your way. Go Hawks!
When you open a crisp, cold Bud Light, you know game day is here.
You owe me $5.
We mean every sound. Enjoy responsibly. 2022 Anheuser-Busch Bud Light Beer, St. Louis, Missouri.
Introducing new Bud Light Seltzer Hard Soda Variety Pack. You hear that? It's seltzer with the pop of soda, all with zero sugar. Bud Light Seltzer Hard Soda, the loudest flavors ever. Enjoy responsibly. Anheuser-Busch Bud Light Seltzer Hard Soda, IRC Beers, St. Louis, Missouri.
Hawks with 22 paint points, 14 for Iowa State. Iowa's now led for 18-46. The Cyclones 10-02. Dodge Street Tire and Auto, locally owned and operated and voted best of the area for the 10th consecutive year, proudly supports Iowa women's basketball. Trust Dodge Street Tire for honest auto repair and the best deals on Goodyear and Toyo tires. Dodge Street Tire and Auto, celebrating over 30 good years on the corner of Dodge and Church Streets. Jamie, that third quarter, Iowa was 10 of 17, 58.8%, 5 of 7 from 3, almost 72%, knocked down both of their free throws. Now for the game, 8 of 18 from three-point range. Marked improvement, and then you look at the scoreboard, and it's 52-39 after Iowa trailed 28-23 at the half.
Oh, yeah. Tried it real fast. Double check. They took away Kate Martin's three-pointer. So I was trying to figure out why that happened.
Well, they maybe took a look at it and maybe didn't get off in time. Dribble drive penetration shot is up and good by Fritz. Clark commits her second. So change the score as the three-point play is converted by Fritz. That three-pointer that Kate Martin banked in.
They did take it away, they said, which I did not realize you could go back and review later on.
Yep, you sure can. Next dead ball, you can go do it.
Okay.
Inside, Sonano. So now it's 52-42. Hawks by 10. 7:45 left to go. Holly Davis in between the circles. Angles right side off a Sonano screen. Penetrates the baseline, whips it out high to Kate Martin for three.
Oh, but she hit that one.
That one was good.
Count that, she says. Review that.
Kate Martin with a fadeaway three, a couple of feet off the line. Here's Ryan working her way in. Shot is up and no good. Strong from the right block. Marcia was there defensively. And now the Hawks will slow the pace a little bit here. On top, 55-42, approaching 7 to go. Over 13,000 inside Carver tonight. And a whistle as Sonano went up with a left-handed hook shot. She'll get 2. Suarez picks up her third. He was the Big 12 Player of the Week back November 28th. 2-time NAIA Division I Player of the Year. Sonano makes the first. She has 13. Hawks haven't shot a lot of free throws, but done a good job.
Nope.
Second one in the air, right through.
And that'll make them 5 of 6 for today.
3 players in double figures. 57-42. We're under 7. Ryan angles right side. Whips it out to Suarez for 3. That no good off the backboard. And a weak side rebound, Fritz. Not much you can do about that. That didn't even hit the rim. Kate Martin will pick up her second. And Fritz at the free throw line for 2.
I was wondering when McKenna Warnock could come back in.
Yeah, go find her, get her in. First free throw good. Nobody on the free throw line for Iowa State. All back to set up defensively. Second one also good. Warnock for Kate Martin.
I'm sure they'll give Kate a breather.
And a big hand for Kate. Has 3 threes in the ballgame. 57-44. Hawks with the lead in the basketball. And they foul on the...
And they really have one group really keying in on the post right now.
And that was on Stephanie Suarez. On the backside of Monica Sonano. And gets Morgan Kane in the game.
And Suarez now has 4 fouls for Iowa
one at
State.
the half. All possession for the Hawkeyes. Clark hands it to Sonano. Now Caitlin back in between the circles. Now Davis, right side, into the corner for Marshall.
Yes.
Gabby Marshall, a 3.
Saw some relief on Marshall's face, but man, no one's guarding you. You got to put it up, and I love that she hit it right there.
Swished it right through.
Got to respect her.
60-44. Almost a steal by Molly Davis. And she is pleading her case. It went off an Iowa State player. Ball possession for the Cyclones, and Gabby Marshall will pick up the foul going after the steal as Iowa State got it into Emily Ryan, her first, team's third. 60-44 Hawks, 6:10 to go in the fourth. Lob pass to Kane. Drive in layup by Donarski, no good. Sonano the rebound. Hands it off to Clark. Here's Caitlin, wheels left side. Looks for help, here's Davis. She finds an opportunity to drive. And traveling will be called, and Coach Bluter wanted everything to kind of slow down on that possession. Don't need to be in a rush up 60-44.
Like I literally was like, oh, that is me with my children everywhere. Slow it down. Yeah, no, it didn't work.
Didn't work.
Didn't work. Nobody's listening.
Hawks need to continue to make Iowa State work for everything. Ashley Jones buries a 3-pointer on the right wing. 12 for Jones. Averages just under 20.
You got to be careful because Jones can go off, but Warnock's still guarding her. Warnock can get in her face, be aggressive still.
Here's Clark, top of the key. Whips a pass inside to Sonano. Foul called on Morgan Kane. That's her third. Martin back for the Hawkeyes. Molly Davis will sit down. Hawkeye basketball. Jordow comes into the game for the first time for Iowa State. Pass inside to Warnock. Oh, she had a wide open layup and tried to get a pass across the lane to Sonano. And immediately pointed to herself, said, that's my fault.
Everyone watches like, yeah, you should have took it.
You like the unselfishness, but you gotta go with that. Here's a 3-pointer. That's right through for Ashley Jones, this time from the left wing.
And that's 2 threes for Jones.
And all of a sudden, Iowa State pulls to within 10. Lisa Bluter wants timeout. It's
well,
a 30-second
she saw that Jones
timeout.
hit those past 2 threes, and she's like, we're not going to let her go on a roll right now. We got to make sure and revisit our game plan defensively, step it up on Jones.
In business, Mid-American Energy can help you save energy and add to your bottom line. Visit midamericanenergy.com to learn more. When corn grows fuel, Iowans win. Ethanol is a renewable fuel that's better for our environment, our health, and our wallets. Share your winning moments using hashtag #IowansWin. Plus, you'll be eligible for some fun corny giveaways. Well, the lead down to 10. Yes, it's 10, but it just shows you how quickly, with 3-pointers, it can evaporate. Hawks get it in after the 30-second timeout. 4:35 left to go. 62-50. Here's Marshall. Martin, top of the key, drives down the right side of the lane against Jones. Spin move, got it.
Really
terrific.
Great finish. Good see her readjust in the air on the pivot to make sure she had that soft touch.
And nice elevation by Kate Martin, playing with a lot of confidence at the offensive end tonight. 62-50, big hoop for the Hawkeyes. Jumper won't go for Jordan. Long rebound into the hands of Caitlin Clark across the timeline. Paint drops it off for Sonano. Goes up strong. Foul on Iowa State.
I love Monica Sonano's just aggressiveness against any post right now. She's like, forget it. If you're going to block me, you're going to block me, but I'm going to go at your heart. And that's a really great mentality to go at right now.
Jordan, the foul. Suarez back into the game. Free throw, Sonano, perfect. Monica with 15. Eyes the hoop, second, perfect.
Iowa now 7 of 8 from the free throw line, man. They're shooting well.
On top by 14 for the Hawkeyes, 64-50. We're under 4, fourth quarter. Suarez, 18 feet away from the basket. Gets it to Ryan. Batted up in the air by Marshall. Gathered by Ryan again. Gets into the paint. Twists, turns, 14-footer, no good. Rebound, Caitlin Clark.
Love the boxing out. I love the aggressiveness on the boards.
Clark with 8 rebounds and 7 assists. Marshall, top of the key, drives down the right side. Now pulls it back out, 10 to shoot. Here's Clark on the right wing. Dinarski on her. She stops, looks inside. Sonano goes up, strong move off the window.
And using the clock and getting a fabulous shot like that. Wow.
How about that interior feed by Caitlin Clark?
She made the move, right? She drew the defense, and then she crossed back over.
Long range three, no good by Suarez. Rebound to the Hawkeyes, up 66-50.
Iowa's just really against the clock at this point. They got to be smart.
Here's Clark breaking free. Easy layup, assist, Kate Martin.
Wow. That was nice.
Iowa State and Bill Finley, timeout. 68-50. It was 60-50, an 8-0 run by the Hawks.
I mean, way to respond by the Hawkeyes, and not just on the offensive end, which they have. They did a good job using the clock. You could tell that was a focus area, but also on the defensive end. They came out and they played really hard D again. They focused up, back on Jones, got in her face, allowed for some other players to have more access to the balls, and that's who they want to shoot. I mean, really good execution here.
Couple of Ashley Jones three-pointers. Got this game to a 10-point Iowa advantage at 60-50, and then Iowa explodes on an 8-0 run. Leads at 68-50, 2:31 to go. Iowa State basketball. Dinarski drives out left side of the lane. Shot blocked by Warnock, but McKenna will pick up her fourth.
And you can tell Iowa State, they normally don't go to the free throw line. So Coach Bluter is saying that they're going to be pressing. So she's letting them know to set up in their press breaker.
Lexi Dinarski at the line with 6 points. First one is good. Fourth leading scorer for Iowa State. Has not missed a free throw this season, and it stays that way. Hawks quickly across the timeline, 68-52, 2:20 left to go.
So now again, they're going to try to use the clock unless they have an easy shot.
So, got to be a wide open layup or use the clock. Clark out near the timeline. Double high post. Clark angles right side. And just slid her pivot foot. Little miscommunication, I think, to where Caitlin thought Monica would be versus where she was.
Well, I think Monica was trying to give her the lane. Like Bray, they were both trying to almost be nice to each other. Like, no, you have the shot. No, you have the shot. I'll let you take that.
68-52. Hawks with the lead. Iowa State with the basketball. Here's Jones. Really hunting a three-pointer, but Kate Martin comes out on her. And there's a 5-second call as Ashley Jones could not get rid of the basketball.
God, you love Kate Martin and that aggressiveness there. I loved Warnock on her. She's doing a fabulous job, too. The two of them, man, dynamic defensive duo.
Clark across the timeline. 1:40 to go. Here's Marshall. Drives down the left side. Then gets it out to Sonano. Now Clark. 10 to shoot. Caitlin angles right side. Now back to Sonano. 15-foot jumper. No good. Bounced a couple of times into the hands of Emily Ryan. But Hawks used most of the shot clock.
And I was playing good defense, so you got to be like, all right, we just got to come back down and do what we've been doing well.
Nothing easy. Jones drives down the left side, spins in the paint. Clark gets a hand on the ball. It is loose into the hands of Emily Ryan. She'll fire a three-pointer, and it drops in. Hit the bracket and then fell in. Emily Ryan with 15. Timeout, Iowa State. This is a full timeout with 57 seconds left to go. Iowa 68, Iowa State 55. This is Hawkeye women's basketball from Learfield.
Time to redo this basement?
Yeah. A home gym, movie theater, model train utopia.
Or yoga studio?
I'm flexible-ish.
Great. I'll just use the U.S. Bank mobile app so we can plan it out.
Which way are you leaning? Setting a savings goal or applying for a home improvement loan?
I say we look at both options, right here in the app.
Budget for a really good home gym. We deserve it.
Noted.
Help for today, planning for tomorrow. That's what U.S. Bank is for. U.S. Bank. We'll get there together. Equal housing lender member FDIC.
At Cenex, we're locally owned and operated, so your community is our community. That's why your Cenex goes far beyond the store. We fuel community connections by supporting local festivals, restoring town monuments, and renovating baseball fields. Now in its 4th year, we'll have contributed more than $400,000 to Cenex communities through our Hometown Pride initiative, because community connections make the places we live so special. Cenex, powered locally.
Welcome back, courtside, Carver Hawkeye Arena. Iowa 68, Iowa State 55. Looked like Gabby Marshall had a tooth knocked out.
Yeah, definitely had at least a piece of the tooth, if not the whole tooth. I'm guessing we'll hear more about it later. You saw a trainer go and retrieve a piece from the court. They reviewed it. I don't think they're going to do anything about it, but by the way, talk about toughness. She got a tooth knocked out, and none of us would have even known had I not seen somebody run out onto the court. That's some toughness right there. Lose a tooth and then continue to be in the play.
The Hawks have been tough tonight. There's no doubt about it. And now a 30-second timeout will be called by Coach Bluter to advance the basketball. Hawk fans, experience your home away from home at Coralville's finest all-suite hotels, the Homewood Suites and the Home 2 Suites by Hilton. Each offer guests spacious suites, complimentary breakfast, 24-hour fitness center, pool, hot tub, guest laundry, and convenient locations. Let their warm and friendly staff take care of you and your family when you visit Hawkeye Country. Iowa and Minnesota Saturday night.
Saturday night,
8 o'clock.
Everybody's date. There we go. We already have your guys' date planned. Whatever you had planned on doing, if it wasn't going to the game, now you know what you should be doing. Second Big Ten game for the Hawks.
Join us.
Is there anything more romantic? No, probably not.
Kate Martin along the sideline. Gets it into Molly Davis. Now Clark at the timeline. And Caitlin just dribbling it out.
Can't believe they're not going to try to foul or anything.
Well, 68-55.
Yeah.
Kate Martin for 3. Air ball. Warnock the rebound and fouled on the way up. Great offensive rebound.
Great rebound. Some would call it a pass, but more likely, yes, a great rebound.
Just went and got it.
And then she went and put the shot up and drew the foul. So
2 shots for Warnock. Jones, her first personal. McKenna's free throw, got it.
And that gets rid of the shot clock, so there's no more shot clock. Iowa up by 14.
Hawks will get their 7th victory of the year. Warnock perfect on the 2nd. McKenna has 9. And Donarski racing down the right side. Floater, baseline, got it. Donarski with 10. Timeout Iowa.
Luder's like, I will not let anything happen here. I'm going to keep control of this. And there's a lot of emotions. A lot of emotions for those Hawkeyes for many, many reasons. One of them, whenever something happens to your teammate, and I think anybody probably anything happens to a friend or anything, but when it happens to your teammate, then you're instantly like, ooh, I'm on the defense right now. I gotta protect. You feel so upset about that. So I think it's good that she's taking these timeouts because you don't want any like weird fouls or something that you're gonna regret to happen out on the court.
Just got the thumbs up from Kate Martin. She must be in a good mood.
She thumbs up you?
Oh yeah.
Oh man. I missed the thumbs up from Kate.
With 13 big points. She'll throw it in. Bounce pass to Clark. 70-57. Hawks by 13.
Clark's going to ride it out.
And Iowa State will do the right thing and not foul. And the fans will be able to soak this in for the next 7 seconds.
Oh, yeah.
There it is. Iowa 70. Iowa State 57. The Hawks now have won 6 of the last 7 meetings between these two teams. And it was the third quarter that did it.
Huge third quarter. Huge. I mean, Iowa came out ready to, they set the tone in the third quarter and they ran the whole thing from start to finish. The third quarter was theirs. It was a great outing by the Hawkeyes.
27-8.
We know that they're a third quarter team, but they really prove it. They proved it today when they came out of a half that was not good. Neither team had a great offensive half. I would say defensively they were fine. But man, they came out and figured out how to score.
Hawks beat at midcourt. 13,802 inside Carver tonight. And they were a big part of this victory.
They sure were. It was an awesome game. If they weren't here, they're going to be wishing they were here because it was amazing to be at.
Kate Martin celebrating after the game, I think rolled her ankle a little bit.
Oh, geez. Isn't this what we always hear about? Isn't that what happens when...
At home plate, a lot of times. I think she'll be okay.
Yep. Oh, goodness.
Boy, you don't get off the floor.
Get off the floor. Everybody. Coach Blue was trying to... This is what she was trying to stop, though, is things like that. This is a long game, a long, hard-fought game. The players are going to be exhausted from this, emotionally, physically. They're going to be tired from this one, and, I mean... The win was earned. It was an earned win by the Hawkeyes over a really good Iowa State team.
Yeah, Iowa State falls to 6-2. Iowa elevates its record to 7-3. Attention all Hawkeye fans who buy your own health insurance. Wellmark is on your side and on the health insurance marketplace. Let's give it up for plans you can afford. The freedom to go to almost any doctor in Iowa and free virtual care. Check out wellmark.com/swish to compare plans. Well, we've got a lot to talk about on the post-game show. Stick around and help us celebrate this Iowa victory over Iowa State in the Iowa Corn Cyhawk Series. Hawkeyes 70, Iowa State 57. This is Iowa Hawkeye women's basketball from Learfield.
Time to redo this basement?
Yeah. A home gym, movie theater, model train utopia.
Or yoga studio?
I'm flexible-ish.
Great. I'll just use the U.S. Bank mobile app so we can plan it out.
Which way are you leaning? Setting a savings goal or applying for a home improvement loan?
I say we look at both options, right here in the app.
Budget for a really good home gym. We deserve it.
Noted. Help for today, planning for tomorrow. That's what U.S. Bank is for. U.S. Bank. We'll get there together. Equal housing lender member FDIC.
When you're in the eastern Iowa area, be sure to visit and connect with the official local business partners of the Iowa Hawkeyes. The hotel at Kirkwood Center, Iowa's premier luxury hotel. The Jill Armstrong team with Skogman Realty, the area's premier realtor. And Options Exteriors, your preferred local roofing and exterior company. Handling all of your exterior needs from roofing, siding, windows, and gutters. They've got you covered. Providing free damage inspections and help filing insurance claims. Call 319-343-6376.
The holidays are for making memories, and Honda can help you make them. Whether it's hauling presents in a capable Ridgeline, going sledding in an adventurous Pilot, or traveling in a rugged Passport or CRV. Make memories during Happy Honda Days. Buy online, reserve from select dealers, or visit your local Honda dealer.
New Hondas are arriving daily at your Central Midwest Honda dealer. Honda gets the Midwest.
See dealer for financing details.
Okay, close your eyes and imagine.
Well, unless you're driving.
Yes, imagine you bought a scratch ticket from the Iowa Lottery.
Or someone gave you one.
Yes, right. And you scratch, and you've won.
Won big.
Yes, in fact, there are 13 holiday games with big cash prizes. And if you don't win, play it again. You can still win up to $100,000 in the VIP club.
But you have to enter and see rules and complete details at ialottery.com/VIP.
Yes, thank you.
At Cenex, we're locally owned and operated, so your community is our community. That's why your Cenex goes far beyond the store. We fuel community connections by supporting local festivals, restoring town monuments, and renovating baseball fields. Now in its 4th year, we'll have contributed more than $400,000 to Cenex communities through our Hometown Pride initiative, because community connections make the places we live so special. Cenex, powered locally.
Hawks were down 28-23 at the half, and then just came out on fire in the third quarter and outscored Iowa State 27-8. Win it 70-57. 10 out of 17 in the third quarter from the floor, 5 of 7 from 3. Both free throws went in, and Jamie, that was the tail of the tape there. That told the story. That 10-minute frame.
It did. It was amazing. It was amazing because they came off such a dreary first half offensively. It just didn't go well. Iowa wasn't hitting their shots. Things were not working. And so you hope you come back and you start the second half well, and Iowa came back even beyond that. I think they came out aggressive still on the defensive end, but then on the offensive end, people started to really light it up. During that third quarter, Iowa was 5 of 7 from three-point range, right? 5 of 7. Clark was 3 of 4 of those. One of those was Kate Martin, and one of those was McKenna Warnock. So it wasn't just one person also. Iowa always functions better when there are multiple people contributing. So that quarter was just, I mean, it was lightning. It was fast-paced. It was everything that actually Iowa does really well at, because they were pushing it, they were shooting it. You were getting Clark, you were allowing her to be able to shoot some of those logos, which she loves to do. You know, she's understanding.
And she got off to a slow start.
Yeah, she's figuring that out, right? She's figuring out when is the time to do those types of things. And, you know, the better she gets at that, the more consistent she'll be when she starts going on those rolls. All right, you want me to talk about these stats here today,
Rob?
Rob?
Let's do it.
Okay. Well, it's fun to talk about because anytime it's a win, it's
take your time.
Iowa ended up with 3 players in double figures. Clark led the way with 19 points, followed closely behind with Monica Sonato's 18 points, 13 points from Kate Martin, 9 from Warnock, 6 from Addie O'Grady off the bench, 3 from Marshall, and 2 from Molly Davis. Leading the way for Iowa State was Emily Ryan with 15, along with Ashley Jones. And then 10 points from Donarski and 10 points from Suarez. The 6'6" Suarez, that's pretty impressive for Iowa to hold her 9 points below her average, too. Rebounds, Iowa out-rebounded this Iowa State team really well. 40 rebounds to 34 rebounds. Leading the way was Monica Sonato with 10 rebounds. So she had a double-double today. 10 rebounds along with her 18 points. Again, follows closely behind by Caitlin Clark with 8 rebounds. Clark was actually, just a few away from doing another triple-double. She doesn't even get a double-double today, but she was close because she had 8 rebounds, 8 assists, and 19 points.
And 5 steals.
That's a good game. That's a really good game to put together. Additional pieces, Iowa ended the game with 18 assists. That's fabulous, which we already said Clark had 8, but 4 came from Molly Davis. And, wow, Iowa State ended the game with just 9 assists. Iowa, in the third quarter, shot 59% from the field, and in the fourth quarter, shot 67% from the field, while Iowa State shot 33% from the field and 46% from the field. So Iowa State just never could figure out how to get it going.
Score by quarters, it was tied at 11 after 1. Then Iowa State outscored Iowa in the second quarter 17-12 to take that 28-23 lead at the half. And then the third quarter that we talked about, 27-8 advantage for the Hawkeyes. Then Iowa State won the fourth quarter by a point, 21-20. All told, 70-57. Iowa led by 18 in the fourth quarter with 2:34 left to go. Iowa State's biggest lead was 7 in the third quarter at the 8:43 mark. Iowa State had an 11-0 run in the second. Hawks with a 10-0 run in the third. Iowa led for the ball game 26 minutes and 59 seconds. Iowa State 10:02. Is your small business ready for a big promotion? To support and celebrate small businesses, United Healthcare and Hawkeye Athletics are teaming up for the Spotlight on Small Business Sweepstakes. Winners receive radio promotions, social media recognition, and more. To enter, visit HawkeyeSports.com/UHC. United Healthcare is a proud sponsor of Hawkeye Athletics. More on the postgame show. We will have Jamie head to the Iowa locker room in just a few minutes. Talk to Coach Bluter, a couple of players. We'll get one of the assistant coaches out here as well. Plenty to come after Iowa's 13-point victory over Iowa State, 70-57. This is Hawkeye women's basketball from Learfield.
The holidays are for making memories, and Honda can help you make them. Whether it's hauling presents in a capable Ridgeline, going sledding in an adventurous Pilot, or traveling in a rugged Passport or CRV. Make memories during Happy Honda Days. Buy online, reserve from select dealers, or visit your local Honda dealer.
New Hondas are arriving daily at your Central Midwest Honda dealer. Honda gets the Midwest.
See dealer for financing details.
Running a business is a lot of work. Luckily, I've got a great partner.
Oh, I think you...
I meant U.S. Bank.
I knew that.
U.S. Bank Business Essentials is a huge help to us.
Totally. Their comprehensive point-of-sale system does it all. Tracks inventory, manages schedules, customizes orders.
Plus all the regular banking stuff.
If only it could make coffee.
Nah, that's your job.
From point of sale to quick loans, we have many ways to make your business boom. That's what U.S. Bank is for. U.S. Bank. We'll get there together. Equal housing lender member FDIC.
When you're in the eastern Iowa area, be sure to visit and connect with the official local business partners of the Iowa Hawkeyes. The Hotel at Kirkwood Center, Iowa's premier luxury hotel. The Jill Armstrong team with Skyman Realty, the area's premier realtor, and Options Exteriors, your preferred local roofing and exterior company. The Hotel Kirkwood, named the Corridor Business Journal's 2022 Best Banquet and Event Venue, and awarded the AAA 4-Diamond Award for lodging. To make reservations, visit thehotelatkirkwood.com or call 877-751-5111 for more information.
At MidAmerican Energy, we want to help keep you safe around power lines and electrical equipment. Always assume a power line is energized, even if it's on the ground. To avoid the risk of an accidental shock or electrocution, avoid touching a power line with anything. And when you see high voltage warnings on transformers and substations, stay away. We care about you and your safety. Get more tips at midamericanenergy.com.
Paid for by the customers of MidAmerican Energy.
Hawks win it over the Iowa State Cyclones. That's now 6 of the last 7, 72-57. Assistant coach Raina Harmon joins me on the post-game show, and boy, that had to be an exciting locker room. That's why you do it, right? Huh?
Absolutely. I mean, we all know what's at stake with this game. And our kids couldn't get more pumped up if they tried. A lot of familiar faces for, there's a lot of Iowa kids on this roster. But I thought our kids, they were just really locked in these last 2 days. They came out, did a heck of a job. We knew that, we could score. They brought an addition of 6-6 in the paint, so we knew that Monica was going to have a challenge, but we knew that we could score. But I thought we just brought it defensively today. I mean, and our fans brought it, and the more we fed off them, they fed off us, and, it just kept going.
Yeah,
I'm really proud of them.
Raina, you're right. Defensively, the intensity on the perimeter inside. I mean, Ashley Jones, one of the best scorers in the country, just had a heck of a time getting free at all.
Yeah, I mean, and she's really expanded her game this year, right? I mean, you used to just watch her drive inside, and do some post-ups. But, I mean, she's got that step-back three. She's hard to defend. But like I said, our kids, we played the screens well. We communicated well. We sent a lot of different people at her. You saw McKenna started on her. Kate guarded her pretty well. Sid went on her. I thought anybody that, took a shot at her tonight, I thought they gave it their best effort.
How about that third quarter? 27-8. Yeah, 27 points. That's great. We've seen that before. But 8 to a top 10 team.
Yeah, I mean, tip your hat to this Hawkeye team.
Oh, boy.
Again, I just think, it's the nature of this game. But this is something that we've been talking about, and I know fans, you get tired of us talking about this game. But if we didn't come out of anything from last year, especially the end of it, defense, and it's what we worked on all summer, and I think we're finally starting to see that whole thing come together for us defensively.
And you love that balanced scoring too, don't you?
Absolutely. That's probably my favorite part of it all. We got out to a quick start with just sharing the ball really early. You look at us, we kept our turnovers low with 10, and then to get 18 assists, I thought it was great the way we shared the ball tonight.
Yeah, it almost shared it one too many times.
Yeah,
right?
We had a couple times where we were trying to pass it and it went out of bounds. We had a wide open layup, but that's this team.
That's
right?
okay.
Sharing
right?
is caring. They love each other, and they're not afraid to get the assist over the score.
And Monica Sonato got the Hawks off to a great start. You mentioned that start. 6 quick points. Get that post going.
Yeah, and that's something that we were talking about. We wanted to see, 1, how they were defending ball screens, 2, who 24 was guarding so we could take it at her, and 3, how were they going to defend Mon in the paint. They fronted, they stayed behind, but I thought, and Mon's seen all these looks, right, over the course of her tenure, and she's seen them all this year already. And so once we could figure out how they were defending in the post, we knew we can go right at them, and then our offense just fell in place.
Fun when that 3 ball goes down, huh?
Oh, man, I tell you what, that first half, it was like,
you don't mind that, right?
Hello, can we get something going here?
Yeah.
But, if you play the law of averages, you knew we had to shoot it better. I mean, how about Kate Martin? Right? And so we know that she shows up well in tournaments. So right after that game, she said, yeah, this is the Cy Hawk Tourney Challenge. And so, I mean, she hit one. They called it back. But then what does she do? She comes right back and hit the next one. She's got such a short memory. That's why we love that kid. She really gets after it. I thought it was good to see her have the 3 ball falling today. And I know, although Gabby didn't get a lot of shots today, I thought she played well defensively, and she hit a big one in the corner when it mattered.
Big-time shot. And then Addie O'Grady coming off the bench, maybe extended minutes because Monica had some foul difficulty, made some huge shots.
Yeah, we've been challenging Addie with that all season long, to be able to be that consistent backup for Mon. And I thought it really played to her advantage today to be going against a taller player where she could use her length as opposed to somebody that has a little bit more girth and banging at her. And I thought she came in, did just that. She attacked the glass. She sent us into the fourth quarter, off with the bang, getting that old board putback.
Well, you can celebrate a little tonight, but you got to get back to work, huh?
Oh, yeah. We'll celebrate it just for a little bit, and then we'll turn the page and get ready for Saturday.
Yeah, get right back into Big Ten play. And, Minnesota, what do they kind of present here as you've looked at them early on?
Yeah, they are young. I mean, for the most part, they have a whole new roster. They had a lot of kids hit the portal last year, and so they start 4 freshmen. They really loaded up on Minnesota kids. They start 1 returner, which is their post player. They run a lot of the same sets, but, I mean, they have a lot of kids that are just young and hungry. Sometimes they don't know any better. That could be a gift or a curse.
Yep, no doubt about it. Raina, appreciate your time as always.
Thank you. Go Hawks.
Raina Harmon on the postgame show after Iowa defeats Iowa State 70-57. This is Iowa Hawkeye women's basketball from Learfield.
You probably know that a natural gas leak smells like rotten eggs. But what does a gas leak look or sound like? If you hear a whooshing or hissing sound, see dirt, dust, or water spraying from an area, or you get dizzy or queasy, leave the area immediately, then call 1-800-595-5325 once you're safely away. See MidAmericanEnergy.com for more safety tips.
Paid for by the customers of Mid-American Energy.
Okay, close your eyes and imagine.
Well, unless you're driving.
Yes, imagine you bought a scratch ticket from the Iowa Lottery.
Or someone gave you one.
Yes, right. And you scratch, and you've won.
Won big.
Yes, in fact, there are 13 holiday games with big cash prizes. And if you don't win, play it again. You can still win up to $100,000 in the VIP club.
But you have to enter and see rules and complete details at ialottery.com/VIP.
Yes. Thank you.
At Cenex, we're locally owned and operated, so your community is our community. That's why your Cenex goes far beyond the store. We fuel community connections by supporting local festivals, restoring town monuments, and renovating baseball fields. Now in its 4th year, we'll have contributed more than $400,000 to Cenex communities through our Hometown Pride initiative, because community connections make the places we live so special. Cenex, powered locally.
At Oak Knoll, our mission is to provide exceptional retirement living and health services through Life Care. I'm Steve Rowe, Executive Director. We are a not-for-profit life plan community and have served Iowa City for more than 55 years. Our team helps residents create home by living our values of caring, respect, enthusiasm, awareness, teamwork, and encouragement. If you're looking at retirement options, visit our website at oakknoll.com. We want you to lead life your way. Go Hawks!
When you open a crisp, cold Bud Light, you know game day is here.
You owe me $5.
We mean every sound. Enjoy responsibly. 2022 Anheuser-Busch Bud Light Beer, St. Louis, Missouri.
Introducing new Bud Light Seltzer Hard Soda Variety Pack. You hear that? It's seltzer with the pop of soda, all with 0 sugar. Bud Light Seltzer Hard Soda, the loudest flavors ever. Enjoy responsibly. Anheuser-Busch Bud Light Seltzer Hard Soda, IRC Beers, St. Louis, Missouri.
70-57, Iowa over Iowa State. 3 players in double figures. Caitlin Clark with 19, 8 rebounds and 8 assists. Monica Sonato with a double-double, 18 and 10. 13 and 5 rebounds for Kate Martin, and 9 points and 6 rebounds for McKenna Warnock. Let's pause 10 seconds for station identification. You're listening to Iowa Hawkeye Women's Basketball. That big third quarter, Iowa outscores Iowa State 27-8. And it's now time for our plays of the game, as we will go back and listen to some of Iowa's top plays in tonight's victory against Iowa State. Clark gave it to O'Grady, wasn't ready for it. Bounced off her, but now back to Caitlin. Fire a three-pointer, back iron, no. Ball tipped around and dug up by O'Grady. Fresh 20 seconds for the Hawkeyes. Kate Martin for 3. Count it from the top of the key. Rebound down to Marshall. Ahead to Martin. Gets it back to Gabby Marshall. Top of the key now, Sonato. Dinarski out on Clark. Warnock drills the jumper. That's a three-pointer from the right wing. Woo! And Monica had to back off a little bit with the 3 fouls. Here's Clark. Penetration into the paint. Now to Sedano's 16-footer. Swish from straight away. Hawks with the basketball. Inside, O'Grady. Kicks it back out to Warnock. Re-enters it to O'Grady. Now to Clark, a deep 3-pointer.
Oh, my God.
Count it. Just right at the top of the key. Here's Clark. Wanted that pull-up 17-footer. Now gets it to O'Grady. And he takes a couple dribbles. Now back to Caitlin. We've got 10 to shoot. Caitlin drives the right side. Kicks it out to Molly Davis. Reverse to Warnock. Fakes a 3. Drives in. O'Grady baseline jumper. Count it. Some of tonight's big plays. And boy, did the Hawkeyes have a lot of them. Making 9 3-pointers in 20 attempts. And that was for the ball game at 45% after, in the first quarter, 0 for 4. Second quarter, 2 for 6. But then got hot in the third. 5 of 7 in the third quarter and 2 of 3 in the fourth. And the Hawks taking care of the basketball in that fourth quarter as shot 6 out of 9 from the field. 42%, a little bit over for the game, but 10 of 17 in the third and 6 of 9 in the fourth. Results in a 13-point victory, 70-57 over Iowa State. We'll be back with more postgame from Carver Hawkeye Arena. This is Iowa Hawkeye women's basketball from Learfield.
Love a good win. Catching up with friends, saving money at the pump, soaking up the perfect Iowa day, sitting down to a really, really good meal. These are the everyday delights that make us smile. These are the moments that connect us all as Iowans. And these are the wins that, more often than not, start with Iowa's farm families and the crop they're growing. Because when corn grows Iowa, Iowans win. Learn more about how to share your own wins at iowacorn.org/IowansWin.
When you set up a savings goal with U.S. Bank, it grows with you. There's no limit to what you can crochet. Can do. Doesn't have to be crocheting, but it totally could be. Like the headphones you're listening to this ad with, you could totally crochet those. There's no telling where your savings goal will take you. Maybe you'll save enough for yarn to crochet your house or the whole town. Oh, right. Doesn't have to be crochet related.
Set up savings goals on the U.S. Bank mobile app, even for the wildest of dreams. U.S. Bank. We'll get there together. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
Okay, close your eyes and imagine.
Well, unless you're driving.
Yes, imagine you bought a scratch ticket from the Iowa Lottery.
Or someone gave you one.
Yes, right. And you scratch, and you've won.
Won big.
Yes, in fact, there are 13 holiday games with big cash prizes. And if you don't win, play it again. You can still win up to $100,000 in the VIP club.
But you have to enter and see rules and complete details at ialottery.com/VIP.
Yes, thank you.
At MidAmerican Energy, we want to help keep you safe around power lines and electrical equipment. Always assume a power line is energized, even if it's on the ground. To avoid the risk of an accidental shock or electrocution, avoid touching a power line with anything. And when you see high voltage warnings on transformers and substations, stay away. We care about you and your safety. Get more tips at midamericanenergy.com.
Paid for by the customers of MidAmerican Energy.
Welcome back on the postgame show as Iowa gets victory number 7 on the young season. A big one over Iowa State, 72-57. The Hawks 7-3. Iowa State falls to 6-2. And Iowa now will take on Minnesota. Jump back into Big Ten Conference play on Saturday night at 8 o'clock. That is the second of a 5-game home stretch that will go all the way through the end of the year. So the Hawkeyes won't have to hit the road until January the 1st at Illinois. Well, let's head to that happy locker room as Jamie has head coach Lisa Bluter.
Thanks, Rob. And here I am with Coach Bluter. She was just drying her hair. There were some celebrations happening, apparently.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of getting dumped with water, but you know something? I'll take it any day if it means a great victory, a great team victory like we had tonight. I thought this was our best defensive effort of the whole season. I thought it was our best focus of the whole season. And I just want to thank our crowd for coming out tonight. They were absolutely amazing. Our crowd, man, it got loud in there, and we just fed off of it. That third quarter was one of the finest third quarters I've seen ever.
So the first half was just yeah, it was scoring wise wasn't great, but defensively it was a great defensive pressure game. What did you talk about at halftime?
Well, I don't think anybody thought this was going to be a low-scoring game at the end of the first quarter. I think everybody was a little bit surprised. We told them at halftime, listen, our shots are going in. We're playing great defensively. I mean, we thought holding them to 28 points was really good in the first half. And we thought, we're getting some good shots that just aren't falling. Caitlin Clark's going to come to life. But Kate Martin, I thought she did another great job today, defensively and offensively. 13 points, 3 for 4 shooting, did just a great job for us. Monica led us with 10 rebounds, including 2 offense. When you think they have a 6'6" center and we out-rebound them 40-34, I'm really happy with that. And paint points, Iowa had 26-16 Iowa State, even though they had the height advantage.
Defensively, you talked about Kate Martin, but I talked a lot about Kate and McKenna Warnock.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yep.
Just how intense they had to remain for the full 40 minutes in order to keep Jones in check.
Yeah, they did a fabulous job, and McKenna had the first start on her, and we were kind of switching them up between who would guard Jones. And I just thought that they both really bothered her with their physicality and just did a really good job in there. So McKenna, Kate were tremendous on defense tonight.
And, I mean, now this is the Hawkeye State, right? This is for so many things. You're playing against a top 20 team, but you're also playing against an interstate rival. What does it mean to get this win over Iowa State today?
Yeah, I mean, it feels great. I mean, anytime that you beat your in-state rivals, it's fun. But probably more importantly, in the whole scheme of things, is that we got that top 25 win. Those are important, and we hadn't really gotten one of those yet. So those are very, very important. So I know emotionally it's great to beat Iowa State, but for the long run, it's better that we beat Iowa State because they're a top-ranked team.
Awesome. All right, so I'm sure you'll give yourselves a little bit of time to celebrate this one, right?
I hope so. We actually don't have practice tomorrow because we have to give them one day off this week, and they need it. They've gone for a lot of straight days. I mean, we haven't had a day off since I think before North Carolina State. So, that's 8 straight days. It's a long time. So we're going to have a day off. We only have one day to prep for Minnesota, which I don't really love, but they have a brand new team. They have 4 freshmen in their starting lineup. And so it's an 8 o'clock tip, but it's a Saturday night. So what else do you have to do on a Saturday night?
That's what I said. This is date night. It's like you're taking the pressure off of figuring out date night.
Absolutely. So hopefully we'll have a great crowd. But tonight's crowd was special, really special. And again, this is what makes being the Iowa women's basketball coach so special, is when you have people that care so much that they want to get out here and support this team. So Thank you.
Thanks, Coach. And now here with Caitlin Clark. I mean, you were just fire in the third quarter. Take me through this entire game, though.
Yeah, I think obviously in the first half, I felt like I kind of took a few hard ones, but at the same time, I felt like there was a few that were good that just didn't go down for me. But we knew at halftime, like, they were going to go in. I thought everybody, took a few that just didn't go down, but we knew they would go in for us. But the reason we won the game is because we played great defense. We knew the scouting report. We knew our personnel. We had that fire on the defensive end that we've kind of been missing in a few games. So I think it was huge for us to see that we can play defense. We are good at defense. We believed it, but it's good to show it in a game. And obviously to get contributions from so many people tonight, almost 4 in double figures, 3 for sure. That's going to be the difference maker for us. So it's really awesome to see that, and that's just fun Iowa basketball. And our crowd was incredible too. They helped us, especially there in that third and fourth quarter. They were loud every time we were on defense, so it was awesome.
Being an Iowa girl, what does it mean to you to win these games against these interstate rivals?
Yeah, I don't think people that aren't from Iowa on our team really understand it until they honestly get to junior and senior year. Then they feel like they're from Iowa, but growing up in this state, you understand how big this rivalry is in every single sport. So, this one means a little more to us. Everyone means a lot, but this one means a little more, and especially on our home court, you got to defend your home court, especially versus your in-state rivals. So, it was good for us. We had won 5, then we lost the last one, and now we're just starting the streak all over again.
All right, way to go.
Thank you. Mom, let's go.
And bonus interview. Now I am here with McKenna Warnock, defensive queen. How much did you love today?
I mean, Ashley Jones is an amazing player, and we've known that, and I've loved being able to, kind of grow with her. I've been able to guard her, I guess, every year I've been here, so that's been super fun. She's going to have such a good career. She has had such a good career, and I'm so excited to see what she'll do in the WNBA, too.
We got a lot of celebration happening behind here. That's okay. So today, though, what does this type of win mean for you, getting this win over a top 25 team and over an interstate rival?
Well, it's a Hawkeye state, of course, so it's the best feeling in the world. I think just to have that rivalry in Iowa is so awesome for our state, for women's basketball. We had such a great crowd tonight, and, it's great to do on your home court. So,
all right. Well, great game today.
Thank you.
Yeah. And Jamie, thank you very much. Great job to catch up with Coach Bluter, McKenna Warnock, and, of course, Caitlin Clark, as she ended up with 19, 8 boards, and 8 assists, and had 5 steals. McKenna Warnock had 9 points and 6 rebounds. 18 and 10, double-double for Monica Sonano, and Kate Martin, as you mentioned, one of those defensive stars of the game, but also had 13 points and 5 rebounds and made 3 out of 4 3-pointers, and close to 4 out of 5, because one was, I guess, a little tardy, but boy, that bank shot was pretty.
That was pretty. Man, I forgot about that. The 3 that just disappeared.
Didn't need it tonight, though.
No, and I love it. Actually probably motivated her to hit that other 3. So she was like, well, who knows if she would actually shot that one.
Well, a big night for the Hawkeyes as Iowa wins it 70-57 over Iowa State in the Iowa Corn Cyhawk series. Don't forget the men right here at Carver Hawkeye Arena tomorrow, Iowa and Iowa State. Thanks so much for listening. Our next game broadcast will be on Saturday night, Iowa and Minnesota. A 7:45 pregame show, 8 o'clock the tip, the Hawks and the Gophers. And the only meeting between the two teams during the regular season, as Iowa does not travel to Minneapolis until the Big Ten tournament in March. Final score, once again, Iowa 70, Iowa State 57. For Jamie K.B. Lang, I'm Rob Brooks. Thanks so much for listening, and good night from Carver Hawkeye Arena.
Hawkeye Women's Basketball has been brought to you by Authentic Brand. Unique Hawkeye apparel at authentic-brand.com. Bud Light, it's for the fans. Honda. To see how Honda crushes the competition, see your Central Midwest Honda dealer. Honda gets the Midwest. Hy-Vee. Score big savings at HyVeeDeals.com. Iowa Lottery. Be a VIP with the Iowa Lottery. Visit IALottery.com for details. United Healthcare. Proud sponsors of Small Business Spotlight. Sign up your small business at HawkeyeSports.com/UHC. And by U.S. Bank. Proud to support Iowa basketball. U.S. Bank. Equal housing lender, member FDIC. The preceding has been a Learfield presentation on the Hawkeye Sports Network.